All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. We talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
It's a good day to be an Arizona sports fan, man. Let me tell you, just hearing the fact that we were going to get Zach Ertz made it awesome today. And then we get to watch the Phoenix Suns play today, the mighty Phoenix Suns. We got JJ and little one over there. What's going on?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Evan?
Man, I am hanging in there. It looks like you're just hanging in there over there as well, huh?
Yes. The baby mama is asleep right now, so I have a baby running around.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Have you taught him anything yet? You got like Phoenix Suns gear for the kids? Any Cardinal stuff for the kids or nah?
No, not yet. I'm waiting until she hits like that little mini little stage where she can fit in something for a while. She just keeps on growing out of clothes. We're throwing out clothes like every week, it feels like.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like Cardinals information came out. Ertz, glad to hear from all. Yeah, let's put you now. That Cardinals stuff that we got today, kind of a blessing in disguise in a bit. We're gonna see that pay off for sure. Ertz doesn't get hurt like that. It's gonna be great. Then Max Williams. We're going to have the dynamic duo going on, but there's still a lot of things to work out, and I hope Kine fulfills that. But Cardinals news aside, I'm excited for the Suns game today. We're going to have Freddie on, and I changed my name to AZ Lundberg. We signed a international player just out of the bloom the other day. He looks like a solid guy. Maybe we can see him today. I don't know if he's eligible to play, but we can talk about that later. But
yeah, absolutely. I want to apologize to everybody out there. I put Suns at Lakers, which I thought was I thought we were at the Lakers all freaking day. So I apologize for putting it on there. Don't roast me too hard on that. But no, I'm way excited for this game. I'm excited to see. I'm actually excited to see that guy even just a little bit right now, believe it or not. So I'm hoping that he comes in and plays at least some point. Although I kind of get the feeling he probably won't. John Suggs, thanks for coming in. Kirk Cousins another year for like $35 million for the Vikings.
I saw that.
Good luck with that. And I don't know if I fully ever believed that Brady was retiring. But you know what? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, LeBron about to drop 50. That's fine. We're still going to win. I have no problem with that. According to some reports, Lindbergh won't be able to play this week because, I
see the visa. Okay.
I saw that like 10 minutes ago. I totally forgot when you were talking about it.
Got you. Okay. Yeah,
so that's unfortunate. Oh, well. We'll see him soon, but everything that I heard, it's solid. Flex came out and said something and was solid about it. So, cool. I'm in. I'm all in.
Yeah, I am too. He might be another James Jones gem to kind of come out of nowhere. So
exactly.
Yeah. But it's good to get him out of that environment and stuff. Him dealing with the whole Ukraine-Russia thing that's going on overseas. So nice to separate him and give him the NBA dreams that he's probably been prospering. So and.
We all had NBA aspirations at some point in our career,
at one
right?
point, yeah. Then all of us stopped growing, and we're like, "Yeah, this ain't happening." So.
Oh man! So all good things coming out right now. We also heard that who is it? Michael Gallup resigned. We broke that just a little over an hour ago as well too. So you know what? All good things going on in Suns Nation, but we got a basketball game to worry about tonight. Suns versus the Lakers. That's all that matters right now to me. We need to come out strong. We need to get a W. We need to do whatever we can just to keep that lead growing. 7.5 games. He's on Fire podcast. Welcome to the watch party.
Urkavici sets, looks up, and it is caught! Down strong! Blitz coming, Matthews, Palmer extending the play, crosses the field, Larry Fitzgerald. There he goes, it's over. It's insane to the 4-yard line. Crowder looking, throws it alley. Oh! He puts it down! He puts it down! They're getting a little wobbly. But it's downfield, shots on you! The foot race! They won't get it! Center field! The Diamondbacks are world champions!
I'm pretty hyped tonight. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Suns fans, isn't it always a good thing when we play the Lakers and we beat them? I'm not saying like it's a definite for sure thing that we're going to go and beat them. But isn't it always a good time when we play the LA Lakers and beat them? Has there ever been a bad time? Whoa, excuse me. Has there ever been a bad time that we beat them? No. There's something about this game for Phoenix fans, for Arizona fans that just gets you hype. It's kind of like Dallas and Arizona Cardinals back in the day, right? There's just something absolutely hype about it. And let me be real for a minute. Is it the little brother syndrome? You know, us wanting to get our 2 cents across, you know, puff out our chest a little bit, prove that we're better doing this and that. Yeah, it is. Because LA has way more titles overall than anybody in Arizona, obviously. So the only thing we have over anything in Los Angeles, let's be real, is stuff over the Clippers, but that's not saying much. We could talk about the Chargers versus the Cardinals, but you know what? They had one of the best players ever in LaDainian Tomlinson. So yeah, this game is probably a little bit more important to Suns fans than like the regular NBA media, any Lakers fans really. And this could legitimately, JJ, be who we're playing in the first round. It could be. AD comes back. They can absolutely beat New Orleans in the first game. And they would have to beat either Minnesota or why am I blanking on who the 9th seed is right now? Or the 8th seed, the 7th and 8th seed. I don't know why I'm blanking. I'll look it up right now.
Wolves?
But this could... No, the Wolves are the 7th seed.
Oh, okay.
And I'm blanking who the next one is. So I'm going to look it up right now. But this could legitimately be a first-round matchup again. Oh, it's the Clippers. Yeah. So Lakers can beat the Pelicans. Lakers can beat the Clippers. Although the Clippers have beat them the last few times. But, you know, when playoffs are on the line, AD comes back. If he's back at that time and even healthy, this could be a team that absolutely upsets the Clippers in a one-game series. 100%. But Vlogs is right. I would probably go with the Clippers. And he says, feed DA. I completely agreed. Feed DA. Why? LeBron is playing the center tonight, JJ. LeBron is officially starting at center. So I'm curious to see who DA is going to guard because traditionally we've had Jay Crowder guard him. So how's that going to work? We got Russell Westbrook, Malik Monk, Austin Reeves, Stanley Johnson, LeBron James. There's no big guy there, so they're going to try to go small and run it out. That's fine. Let's go. I've seen DA guard LeBron in the perimeter. I've seen DA be able to do what he does. We obviously have Campaign, Book, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, and DeAndre Ayton. Still missing Campaign. For the record, I miss Campaign. Or Cam Johnson, excuse me. He missed 10 games with the same injury his rookie year. So I'm hoping it's not going to be 10 games, but he's already missed 4, and this is his 5th game, I think.
Yeah.
So let's see. LeBron's coming out. He does his little thing. He has 9,998 assists. He is close to getting 6th all-time above Magic, but close to that 10,000 mark. He is a triple threat guy. All of a sudden, right before tip-off, I'm a little bit nervous. Why? Because it's the Lakers. I know we're a better team, but it's the Lakers. So looking forward to having Freddie to come on. He gets off of work like right now, so he's rushing home, and Freddie's going to join us for this watch party, and we're just going to have ourselves a good old time tonight. So everybody cozy up, grab your favorite blanket or your favorite drink, get some snacks, get a beer, whatever you choose on a gloomy Sunday night here in Salt Lake. It's been rainy all day. All the snow that we had is gone, and we're about to watch some NBA basketball. Don't let Monk catch fire is what Vlog says. Hey, man, don't let anybody catch fire. And y'all got to watch out for LeBron on the three-point line. LeBron's a killer. So, JJ, I'm going to tell you when the tip is. You let me know when you get yours, too, so we can sync it up.
Okay.
They're heading at the line. Here comes the ref. He's got the ball. I'll let you know whoever gets possession. Here it comes. Ball is about to go up. And tip, Campaign's got it. Where are you at?
I'm not even at a jump ball yet. They're getting all set up on the court right now.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, I'm a little behind.
Lordy.
It's just a stream that I am.
Yep.
All right. They're lining up for the jump ball right now. Where's the ref with the ball? All right, ref's coming up with the ball. All right. You can start it. Campaign with it.
Campaign coming up. Austin Reeves guarding him. Already a foul, man.
What happened? Is it a defensive 3 seconds?
What happened?
I did not realize Shamit was 25. Today's his birthday.
He's young. He's just a young gun. I mean, he gets a lot of flack, but at the same time, he's been in the league for a minute. So Stanley Johnson guarding LeBron. A little baby hook over Stanley. Of course, that's in. Russell Westbrook bringing it up. 2-0 Phoenix Suns. Crosses half court. Austin Reeves going over. Stolen already.
Oh, good.
Jay
Good
Crowder
DJ.
with a poke out. Jay Crowder going up for three. No good. LeBron with a rebound. LeBron coming up.
like
Now they got
shot,
numbers
no.
a little bit. LeBron going downhill all the way. Lays it in 2-2.
Yeah, I don't know why Jay pulled up on
cute.
that. It was a 2-on-1 down below.
I'm fine with him pulling up on that. I'm fine with that. Get the advantage foot first. Book goes
Booker
up.
from up top. He missed it.
It was cute watching the Lakers already like get up after a 2-2 layup. They were all hype after that. Championship mentality right there. Russell Westbrook in the corner. I like that Book's guarding him. Switch off to Campaign. Don't like that matchup, though he knows him. Tries to bully. Goes up. He gets it.
Yeah, squeeze that in. Overall, pretty good defense from Payne.
Can't do much. Here comes Book driving downhill. Stops and pops. Little 8-footer. Wow, bounces off. LeBron all the way to Malik Monk. Malik Monk gets in, slams it. Lakers are going crazy, being up 6-2. The Lakers are going crazy, up 4 points with 10.5 to go in the first quarter. Jay Crowder down low to DeAndre Ayton. Little turnaround over LeBron. No good. Stanley Johnson with a rebound. Is this one of those nights now where we can't find anything to start off with? That was too easy. Oh, strips him.
Jay.
That was too easy.
I don't know what Jay was doing on that.
They didn't get back in transition at all. Oh, we got Richard Jefferson. I hate hearing Richard Jefferson. I was really hoping for JJ Redick. Stanley Johnson back out to Malik Monk. Little floater, no good. Campaign with it. Run! Out to Mikhail. Mikhail's going to try to go all the way. Little stop and pop right in front of the free throw line. Around and in. 6-4 Phoenix. That was nice. That's what Mikhail does, man. Anytime he gets in the paint and shoots it, I feel like it's a make.
Yeah, when he gets right on the nail, like he knows when to pop it up.
Oh, stolen by Mikhail Bridges. Mikhail coming up. They got numbers over to Book to lay it up. Denied by James with the rebound.
There we go.
In by DeAndre Ayton. So good block, LeBron. Everybody went crazy. They didn't get the ball and we score. That's typical. Russell Westbrook stop and pop. No good. That looked awful. Westbrook in the house tonight, JJ.
Mikhail from 3.
He's been off recently.
Yeah.
He has been off. Westbrook up. Westbrook didn't even hit anything.
Oh, come on. Get the board.
From about 10 feet away. Campaign going in, floater. No good.
come on.
DeAndre with it. DeAndre goes right back up. Well, that's what he
There
should
we go.
do. He should rebound the ball, catch it right here, stop, and go right back up, especially with this small lineup, man.
DA's always already talking his shit. I like it.
Commercial break. So here's what we're seeing already. We're seeing bad transition defense by the Suns, and they're trying to just tap it out of everybody's hands. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hit it out their hands, off their legs or something, as opposed to getting in position, which might work for this team. And then offensively, there's no really set plays. It's just kind of flow and go. That's the way Campaign likes it. Yeah, right, Fabio? Weird ass shots from that's Westbrook, by the way, buddy. Westbrook, not Westbrook. What'd you see so far in the first 3-4 minutes?
Sort of lackluster defense. When you're facing LeBron, you kind of just need to face him head on. We know the team that we're facing right now. They're not strong pieces around LeBron, so I just want to make sure LeBron doesn't get too comfortable driving in and just taking it at will. I don't like Jay trying to chase down, block him. That just isn't going to work well in his advantage. But as long as we have Westbrook settle with jump shots and just make LeBron feel uncomfortable, I have a pretty good feeling going forward. But so far, no threes taken by the Lakers, it seems like. So.
Yep, completely agree. Sorry, Jay Ness is asking me to do something, so keep on talking, man.
So far, it's what I expect. We usually start off pretty slow in the first quarter. It's nothing new. If the Lakers want to get pumped up after a layup, let them, I guess.
Yeah.
We already have 3 steals, so.
Exactly. They getting pumped up over that for nothing. Jay Ness, if you are watching, I do not see the ASAP Sports TikTok on here. I see Twitch. I don't see TikTok on there. Maybe he meant Twitch. I'll ask him, but we'll add that anyways. There we go. So, yeah, that's all we can really comment about so far in the game. But yeah, transition defense is a thing. What's going on? Stay Off My Grass podcast, aka Suns fan Randy. What was your thoughts on Zach Ertz 3 more years, John? We love it. We absolutely love it. That just set the tone for the day for me. I was just waiting for stuff, and the longer things didn't come out, the longer I got upset. 10 a.m. AZ time tomorrow. No, actually, I think it's 9 a.m. for you guys now with the time change. I'm not sure. But that's when the tampering period can start. So if we don't hear anything by then, he's a free agent. But here we are. He's back. We loved it. The terms are good. It's a good deal for them. 3 years. You have an out. It's basically 2 years guaranteed. It's kind of less than that. So let's go. And I'm sure that you can rework all contracts because the cap is absolutely a myth to a point. They're coming back and they're talking about the Anthony Davis injury. I'm so tired of that, man. It was last year. Get over it. You've been injured 3 times. What are your thoughts on AD getting injured? Yeah, man.
Yeah. Ridiculous. And a lot of sports is what ifs and shit. I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but if it didn't happen, it didn't happen. So I'm not
Mikhail on LeBron right now, by the way.
How is Stanley Johnson? Is he good? I don't know much.
He wasn't in the league at the beginning of the year. LeBron James with a long 3, brick, rebound. Booker, no movement on offense, no screens, no nothing by the Lakers. Goodness, here comes some motion from the Suns. Booker trying to go all the way around, back out in the corner. Stanley Johnson, alley-oop.
Feed, bang!
What an alley-oop. I mean, he just threw it up there because they don't got anybody big. Just do that all game.
DA, man. Just feed DA. I think that's what
Malik Monk for 3. Brick again.
Short.
Campaign running. They're just kind of going half speed, aren't they?
Yeah.
Booker rises up.
Wet. Bang! 13-6.
If he comes back, he'll be hurt by his 4th game. Let's give him some credit, John. He'll be hurt by the 6th game. Stanley Johnson, brick. You don't even have to guard these dudes. Down to Booker again for 3.
Take it again.
No defense. They're not even trying. 16-6.
Call it
The
timeout.
Lakers aren't even trying. On offense, there's no motion. On defense, they're not getting out there. They're not fighting through screens. This is an awful team. Everything that I just said, how they can beat the Clippers or the Pelicans, you know what? No. Bro, I'm telling you now. What? Okay, first off, I'm going to hold you accountable for not holding me accountable and saying that I think the Lakers can beat the Pelicans in the first game. Man, Bradley Beal and Ingram and Valanciunas are a better trio than anybody they have on that roster with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, let's get the drop. Where is it?
He's on fire.
Thank you, Fabio. Hold me accountable, Fabio. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in again.
You want to go over some NBA stuff that happened today?
Man, let me pull up the scores because I was looking. Did you see what happened with Memphis and OKC, by the way? I know that the score, but
the
they
same
both came
color
out in the white jerseys.
Yeah, that happens, but luckily they keep all the unis at the stadium, so just in case for stuff like that. It's a funny little thing. Yeah.
So let's go over real quick. 40 seconds left. Grizzlies are up 8 on the Thunder, which obviously affects us, so that's a bummer. Clippers 106-102 over the Pistons. They're in the 8th seed right now, trying to move up. The Mavericks beat the Celtics. They're trying to get home court advantage against the Jazz right now. It would be the matchup. And then the Pelicans just kind of continue doing what they're doing at this point, 130-105. I know they've had a few stinkers in there.
Valanciunas with 32.
Valanciunas with 32 and 10. Sixers beat the Magic when I thought Magic were going to pull some magic out of their booties and get something done over there. But Joel Embiid with 35 and 16, and I think between he and Harden they had 77 free throws or something. That's probably sounds about right. KD with 53 over the Knicks, 110-107, and then Hawks are probably about to beat the Pacers. They're up 2 with 14 seconds left, so we'll keep an eye on that. JJ, who's scaring you out of the East right now? I was going to say the Sixers 2 weeks ago, but now I don't know.
Yeah, like people really overblew that the Sixers coming out. They beat the Knicks twice, and then they beat another kind of shitty team, and everyone's like, "Oh man, this has to be the best duo in the NBA." I'm like, give it time, okay? Like I watched the Orlando game today, and this Sixers team lives at the free throw line, undeserved and deserved a lot. I got a
breaking news. Woj bomb 4 minutes ago. Guess who's returning to the Bucks lineup? Brook Lopez.
Oh, really?
3 months after back surgery, Bucks center Brook Lopez will return to the lineup versus the Utah Jazz tomorrow night.
I sort of have a breaking news too. Came out 30 minutes ago that Draymond Green is coming back tomorrow as well.
Here we go. Here we go, man. John Suggs says he's worried about the Celtics. Iverson can't stand the Sixers. They live at the free throw line, them and the Bucks both. But here we are at the game. Stanley Johnson with it at the top. LeBron coming around. He's at the top of the key. Step back. Wet. 16-8 Suns. I don't see no Lakers on the bench going crazy right now. Campaign bringing it up. We still got all the starters on the court. Looks like no substitutions as of yet. Melo will be coming in soon. Campaign trying to operate. Gets it over to Book. Got Westbrook on him. Step back 3 off the front end.
Yeah. Stanley in the middle. LeBron takes it.
Scared. He didn't go up. He was scared and throws it out to Book. But it was
travel.
Travel.
Okay, cool.
Robin Lopez, uglier brother. Sideshow Bob, you mean? Campaign coming in. 6:48 left. Still no subs. McHale in the paint, kind of steps back a little bit. Floater. That was a shot, not a floater, but that was for sure short. Malik Monk going in for the layup and gets his own rebound, but you can't.
And the foul.
That didn't hit the rim. He can't rebound that because it went up off the backboard and got. No, I guess he can do that. Never mind. What am I talking about?
Did it hit anything?
That was
it hit the backboard.
Hit the backboard. That was, and they call a foul. Of course, they call a foul on absolutely nothing. So 16-11, 2 possessions down. The Suns have come up empty and short for what it's worth. Both of them were fadeaways. I would like to see them attack the paint more with DeAndre Ayton when you got Stanley effing Johnson on him.
I know.
Right there
DA's
on the
right
roll.
there.
Didn't hit him. They just got to pass it in front of him. Book didn't see it. And then he goes for a step back 3 and he makes it and he gets fouled.
And one.
Bravo,
And
Book.
one.
I'd really like them to attack the paint, though. That was a great shot, but my argument still
Yeah.
stands, my guy.
Yeah, DA had the mismatch. I don't know, but
I don't know if that was a foul. I mean, got him on the arm right there for sure. So yeah, definitely. But you know how the NBA is. They call the kicking out the feet, and we are playing the Lakers, so I just assume we're going to get all the bad calls. But LeBron starts taking it down now. LeBron's got it. Jay Crowder on him, like per usual.
Oh,
Jay Crowder, another deflection. Here comes Campaign. Oh, up and under.
Oh, good reverse. Nice.
I thought DA was going to get the lob, but it looked like the defense kind of converged on him a little bit there. THT is in. THT. LeBron pops it from the side a little bit off. LeBron or DA with the rebound. Campaign's got it coming up all the way down. Nobody there. Jay Crowder lays it in.
There we go, Jay.
24-11.
Who made that pass?
I would love to play this team in the first round. Come on. Ten fast break points for the Suns. LeBron with a step back 3, clanked. DA rebound. Campaign doesn't know what to do with it. Gives it to Booker. Booker really hasn't had to do much because he's just been shooting threes. Book takes it in, back out over to Campaign. Campaign shoots with a 3 in his face. Austin Reeves can suck it. 27-11. Malik Monk down below. They're calling a foul on Jay Crowder. That's weak.
That's a
want to thank everybody for joining us right now. We don't have as many viewers as we do during timeouts. I've seen it spike during the timeouts, which is cool. Keep on joining us. Rate, subscribe, review, all that stuff. Share this out. We appreciate you. Wherever you're watching on the ASAP Sports Network, on TV, or on our own YouTube channel, or on Facebook. Thank you guys for joining. Malik Monk with it. Back to THT. THT doesn't know what to do with it. He looks thicker. He looks like he's gained some weight. THT shooting over DA for 3. Clank again. Here comes Jay Crowder over to Devin Booker on the side. Devin Booker, get it to DA. Working on THT. Slapped it away from him. That looked like a foul.
Austin Reed. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. You mind pausing your stream for like 2 seconds? I'm like a second or two behind you.
1,000, 2 1,000.
There you go.
DeAndre Ayton had a great post up. He can't go over his right shoulder, though. Did you see that with DA?
Yeah.
He went over his right shoulder. He can't do that. He's great over his left shoulder. He can't go over that quite yet.
Aaron Holiday is in now for Campaign.
If we win tonight, are you going to do a salsa dance with me?
Yeah, I got you.
THT powers in, doesn't get the rebound. Aaron Holiday up with it. Booker going up the floor, going to pop it. No, down to DA. DA just goes over his left corner, over his left shoulder. There he goes. Attaboy, DA. 29-11.
Come in.
Here comes LeBron. Little pick and roll with Melo. Now it's stepping it back out in the corner. DA's on him. He's going to try to take DA. Don't even try, bro. He schooled you like that a couple years ago. Goes up. 3 over him. If you hit a 3 over a 7-footer, that's a good shot.
Yeah.
Good offense beat good defense. 29-14. Aaron Holiday. Oh, over to Jay in the corner. Bang, bang, Suns gang.
Shazam. Come on, keep it going. I thought we were in LA today.
I thought so too for the longest time. I knew we weren't, but I just thought so. Booker with the steal. Booker up to Mikal Bridges. Mikal over to Aaron Holiday, kind of in the corner again. Bang, bang, Suns gang.
Oh, man.
35-14. We're not doing the salsa yet. We're not rocking the baby yet. Game ain't over. 3 minutes left in the third, but the Phoenix Suns are up 35-14, up 21. And this Lakers team is the most disinterested team I have seen in a long time.
Oh, I didn't even answer your question about who I see as the third in the East. I'm not totally sold on the Celtics. They're having a good run right now. There's just holes like in their offensive game, and their defense is pretty solid. But I think like them going against Philly in a 7-game series, it's not gonna turn out well for them. The East is going to be a bloodbath. There might be some upsets, but yeah, I'm not totally sold on the Celtics. But like. The only team that scares me in the East is the Bucks and Miami. Not so,
What about what about the Nets and KD?
With Kyrie only playing half the games, it's like it's a KD show until Kyrie can play, and even if they lift the vaccine mandate, there's still a working thing in New York where he can't work in the state of New York without a vaccination. So he's still not going to be available to play unless if they lift that as well. So
right.
So if we're going into a finals today, like he would only be playing, half the games in the series.
So real quick, Lakers have 5 turnovers. We have 0, and we have 7 points off of those turnovers.
Why don't you think they
and
started
17 fast break points? Damn. Say that again.
Why? Do you know why they didn't start Dwight? I don't know why they wanted to start with small ball first.
Man, I have questions about a lot of things they do.
Oh, JaVale!
You tried to go up, Russ. You tried. You tried. I'm an old school cat, man. You try to go up on a dunk on me, I will foul you.
Yeah, that was some body. I'll give him that.
That was a block, man. Block before everything else. Weak. He's going 1 for 2, right?
Yeah.
Makes the first one.
The sports chat that I'm in right now, even Lakers fans were like, "Come on, that's a clean block." That's funny.
Lazy team, bro. This is a lazy team.
Just no discipline, man. And like Frank Vogel, you don't see him being vocal on the side either. So it's like disappointing.
So what's your take on the Brooklyn Nets being able to Shametson, by the way, and Torrey Craig being able to have Kyrie Irving sit next to them, maskless, and do all that, but he still can't play? That seems completely pointless to me.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Like this whole COVID situation has been handled poorly, just countrywide. We just need consistency, and like all these like little things you can do, but it's like really the same thing. Like it's just really dumb. It's really pointless, But Book from Downtown, missed it.
Russell Westbrook with it coming up on the left side there. You got Aaron Holiday guarding him.
3. Was that Torrey?
Yep, that was Torrey.
Nice.
Melo foul against Torrey, and they don't call it. Melo with another brick. Aaron Holiday coming up to JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee gets it down low. Got to get it out. You got nothing. Over to Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday's got a wide open layup. Has to do an up and under, though.
Aaron.
And he hits it. Who's that number 35 on the Lakers? I don't even know who that is.
Is that Harrell?
Nah, he's gone.
Oh, no.
Is that Will Gabriel?
That dude's lanky.
Wenyen Gabriel?
Oh, Aaron Holiday with a steal. Booker.
Up to Book.
Oh, foul. Oh, no.
No foul. Torrey Craig, offensive rebound, and put back 41-18. Well, we picked a good game so far to do a live stream. Melo gets it where he likes it with Shamet on him. I like the defense by Shamet. Get up on him, Shamet. Has to pass out. Back to Melo. Melo really doesn't have anything. He's going to try to force it here. Up and under. Of course, they're going to call that weak-ass foul.
Goddamn. Yeah, Sham, you can't bite on that, dude. He's going to pump fake first every time.
Bees says, run it up. I completely agree. Get into a flow again. This is a get back on track game right now. But don't let up, man. Don't let up.
What were your thoughts about that Raptors game, dude?
What did I say? What have I been saying? What have I been saying for the last 2 to 4 weeks about this Suns team? Rebound, rebound, rebound. Our
we got
Achilles
covered,
heel
bro.
is giving up offensive rebounds. That is our Achilles heel. Anybody that says otherwise doesn't pay enough attention to our losses. Not our wins, our losses.
JaVale with the take.
Nice little roll. JaVale with the layup or the floater bounces in. Russell Westbrook comes up with it, 43-21. Westbrook's going to take it all the way down. Yeah, call a weak foul on JaVale McGee. That's the only way you can do anything, Russ. Y'all are down 43-21. Awful. Check this out that I saw today. I'm going to have to cop this in a minute. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Check this out.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's not my favorite. Like, I don't know how I feel about that as the back because I like to wear backward caps a lot.
Yeah.
But they don't really have a lot of Valley stuff right now, and they're about to be gone. You know what I mean? All the Valley stuff. So get what you can. If anybody saw that, that's at Lids right now. So check that out. That's kind of a dope cap.
If it was just a regular NBA logo, I'll probably buy it.
Westbrook misses the free throw, gets his own rebound. Aaron Holiday steals it from him, up to Book for the layup. Russell Westbrook comes all the way back down, blocked by Torrey Craig. No foul finally. Book says,
Booker's
come on
calling
up.
Torrey. He said, come on.
Here comes Torrey. Torrey, you got it. Oh, Torrey, you had a wide open everything there. What were you doing? That was yours. You get the block. You get the three, my man. 4-3. Book gonna step back. No, over to Shaman in the corner. Wet for Shaman.
Dude, almost 50 points in the first quarter.
THT puts it up from half court. I actually thought that was going to go in. At the end of one, 48-22. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, AD, you watching?
You telling me that Anthony Davis is going to make this much of a difference? Come on, man.
This has to be a fucking joke.
Almost a 50 burger.
Dude, in the first
quarter. Yeah, almost. I'm right there with you, my guy. Almost a 50 burger. My goodness. This Lakers team doesn't care. How do you have a team with Bron, AD, Melo, and Russ, and you don't play hard? Like, if anything else, no, you're fine. I'll go off. If anything else, you guys, this team should at least know how to play basketball. They've played together before. All these guys know each other. They were on the 2012 USA team. I think they were all on the 2016 team as well. How are they having this much difficulty? Excuse me. This is ridiculous what we are seeing from the Los Angeles Lakers. This looks like the late 90s Clippers.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah, would have loved a 50-piece, Chris. If you got nothing else to do, my guy, come on in. No turnovers. I didn't catch that. I was about to go to stats. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's go to the stats that we have right now, shall we? I'm going to share my screen coming up. Share screen. Boom. Let's check out the stats. Here are the team stats right now. They are shooting 34%. We're shooting a whopping 60.6. 10% from 3, 1 for 10. The only one coming from LeBron. And we are 58.3 from 3. They have shot 6 free throws. We've shot 1. Go figure. We got the rebounds in order to 16-11. The assists. We have 14 assists already to their 2. I bet you they don't get more than 15 this game for the Lakers. 6 steals to 0. 7 turnovers. 17 fast break points, 24 points in the paint to 12. Man, and they called 6 fouls on us. Those refs had the balls to call 6 fouls on us. And we're the ones playing. Absolutely ridiculous. No turnovers. Got to point that out one more time. Thank you, Chris Robinson. No turnovers. Need this game too, because that Raptors game was not good. And honestly, when I saw that we were only up by 7.5 games and that 8 was out of there, JJ, I was just like, that's not the best. Now we could go 8-8, and both the Warriors and Grizzlies have to go 14-0 to catch us.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go 8-8 and have it to come to that. You know what I'm saying? I want to go 14-4? Hopefully Freddie comes join us. He's in the ASAP Sports Network group chat right now. I'm going to see if he's going to join.
Yeah, I wonder what Freddie's thinking right now. All right, the game's back on.
Game is back.
Russ with the ball. Torrey Craig is on him. Passes it to THT.
And
Russ boots the ball. Goes out of bounds.
Turnover.
You just see how Frank Vogel is just sitting there, dude? Like,
This is funny.
Aaron Holiday with the ball. Motion going on.
Down to JaVale.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Yeah, I almost didn't call that.
There we go. I'm gonna use. I got some music for when we got a break in the action.
Nice.
Cool. Daydreaming. Don't remind me. Daydreaming is what it's called.
Daydreaming. Okay. JaVale at the free throw line.
Oh, Freddie got joked in the finals. Y'all choked. We didn't choke. The refs gave Giannis 25 free throws a game. We didn't choke. Have you seen those videos that came out recently? The Bucks versus Atlanta, and there was a thread of about 17 different plays.
Yeah, I
And
saw
it
that. I was in
showed-
that thread.
Yeah, it showed all the bad calls that Giannis was getting.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's like him, Siakam, and Capella. Sometimes, you know, they just drop the shoulder and like just no consequences. But Giannis gets whatever he wants, man. It's just really annoying.
This is hell for the Lakers. Roy, is this heaven for the Suns? No, this is Iowa. Sorry, baseball reference. Does anybody get that joke? Did you get that reference? No, this is
what?
Iowa.
No, that sounds familiar.
Field of Dreams?
Field of Dreams, yeah. Field of Dreams. I haven't seen that in forever. The chat that I'm in right now, one guy commented Kobe is rolling in his grave right now watching this. Oh shit. LeBron at the free throw line makes it. All right, cool.
They pull it within 26. Back over to Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday coming down, goes all the way into the lane. Ooh, misses the left-handed layup. I thought he was going to make that.
Yeah.
LeBron comes down, over to Melo, fakes it. Melo shoots for 3. Wet.
Come on, Sham.
There is assist 10,000 for LeBron James.
Congratulations.
Cool, man. Aaron Holiday with the ball again. A lot of motion for the Suns. Back out to Shamet. Shamet all the way back down to McGee.
Move Melo.
McGee shoulders
Move Melo.
him in. Moves him. Lay it in. Giannis does the same thing Randall did to Cam in a less obvious way. Yeah, exactly. They're calling that on JaVale McGee?
Dude, that was more of a foul on Melo than Melo tried to fly.
They really called that. See, this is the shit that happens to Suns all the time, man. It's those dumb calls.
They show his last 3, but don't show that attempt. Come on. Are they really not going to show that? Dude, like
Third foul on JaVale. That was weak, man. Fabio, that was weak.
Hey, if JaVale fouls out, then
we got Biz.
Yeah, we got Biz. So
We got busy. It don't matter.
Melo misses his second free throw. Oh, JaVale's coming out.
Who's coming
He
in?
doesn't look happy.
Part of me wants to see a small ball, though. While they're going small, let's try something. I do want to see a little bit of a small ball action if we can right now, which they got busy coming in. That's fine too. You know what? Put your aces in your places. We're deep at center. Go for it. Nothing wrong with that. I did want to see a little run with some small ball against another small ball team. I do think that will be important for us at some point in the playoffs, but Aaron Holiday's got it now. Aaron Holiday goes right by, almost turns it over to Torrey Craig. Back to Aaron Holiday in the corner for three. No good. LeBron with the rebound.
Aaron Holiday's been really solid with this team, man. I'm happy with everything he's been contributing.
So much better. Oh, Jesus. And James goes all the way in. Dude, nothing's a foul. Let's look at the free throws right now. Let's look at the free throws.
It was probably on Torrey.
3 free throws to 12, and they got 2 more. 14-3 on free throws right now. 14-3. This is what they need to get back in the game. They need calling BS fouls on us and sending him to the line every time down the court. We got Freddie in the house. He's getting situated. I'll bring him up in just a minute. Freddie is here. What's going on, boss man?
Man, not much. Look like old Bron is about to put the show on his shoulders and say, you know what? I'm going for 50 again.
Got to. There's no movement on your offense. There's no movement on defense. They're talking. He's got to put up stellar performances to remain competitive.
Yep.
Another foul.
They call that a foul.
They're about to get 16 free throws to our 3. That's what's going on right now. This is ridiculous. 16 foul shots in the first 15 minutes of the game, and we get 3. Woo-wee.
I don't know. I think we might be kind of delayed off there. I'm not sure.
LeBron is about to shoot. I'm at the 9:40. Yeah, I'm at 9:47. Okay. I had to pause it a little bit for JJ to catch up here.
Okay, yeah, I'm ahead then.
Okay, I'll give you a play-by-play so you can pause it and press play when we catch up. I know it's a little bit ahead. LeBron with the second one. It's in. Pass it in. Mikhail over to Cam. Campaign bringing it up. THT on him. Goes right by up the middle of the court. Keeps going down with a little floater.
How is that not a reach-in foul? Okay, thank you.
And they call the reach-in before the shot. No continuation. That's a makeup call, so the fouls look like they're kind of in range with each other.
Just know this, Evan. When a locomotive is coming down the lane, you don't want to.
11 fouls to 3, Freddie. 11 fouls to 3. And a lot of these are arguable fouls. Campaign with an awful-looking shot. I wouldn't do that. Here comes LeBron going right down the court all the way through the middle. Goes over. And foul. And another foul. Another one. 18 free throws.
Are we playing in Phoenix or are we in L.A.?
Oh, no, Phoenix. This is L.A., bro. This is clearly this is ESPN. My bad.
Yeah, we in Phoenix, my brother. Hey, we don't have that home court advantage.
Neither do we.
They're bringing in Jay right now. Probably subbing for Torrey.
Get some stops here.
Well, we're not running our offense right now, so it's a good thing Book is coming back. And this is where Jay Crowder is actually really, really good for us. He's one of those calming veteran presences that can just make the right decision, do what he needs to do. He's not afraid to shoot it like we saw with Torrey Craig in the first quarter there. 18 free throws to 3. 12 fouls to 3.
LeBron missed a second. Campaign with the ball.
Phoenix done got cold.
Yep. It's a game of runs. Basketball, a game of runs. Book's going to have to come in a minute. It's a good pass over to Biyombo. Back to Campaign in the corner. Campaign. No good. LeBron with the rebound. He's going to come up with it. And they're trying to box him in a little bit there. That's a little bit something different. That's a new wrinkle that they just had. Going up, pass over to Malik Monk, blocked by Biyombo. Shamet with the rebound. Shamet comes down all the way over to Mikhail Bridges. Mikhail floats it to Campaign, back to Jay Crowder, puts it up, no good. Mikhail with the rebound, gets fouled, no call there. and goes up with a weak-ass rebound, gets it back again, tip.
God.
Finally,
There go
Biombo
Biz.
gets it in. Good Lord. We got about 7
Biz
offensive
yeah.
rebounds on that one play. LeBron comes right back down, pushes off, nothing. Over to Carmelo for a three, wet. 54-37. 19-point game. And it looks like the Lakers bench are really into it now, with down 19.
The typical Lakers season. Hey, we don't start playing basketball until we're down about 20, 25 points, literally.
They just get tired of it or something?
I guess they just feel like it's not competitive at the beginning of the game. They wait till they say, okay, it's a challenge. Let's see if we can break the record. But it's all good.
How many games can we win being down?
Yeah.
What's the record for comebacks in a year? That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Freddie, weird things went off today in the NBA. The first one being Kyrie Irving can now officially sit with his team, be on the bench, maskless, be around the team, be in the huddle, do all that, probably slap fives with the whole other team after the game, but he can't play. Now, I've been very pro-vaccine, pro-wearing mask and all that stuff. This one doesn't make sense to me. Can you make any sense out of it, Freddie, or are you just as dumbfounded as we all are?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to me. You mean to tell me a guy can talk, he can yell, where spit come out his mouth, and I mean, he can do all that, but he can't play basketball. So you mean to tell me you can catch COVID now by playing basketball, but not sitting on the court? It don't make sense at all, and I don't know. I just hope it change because this is a dumb rule, honestly.
It is what it is, man. That's all I can say. I got nothing. The one thing that we have done poorly as a country is have everything be the same everywhere else. One state does this, one state does that. I mean, look at California with sports last year, just in general. And there's no, you don't even know what to expect when you go travel somewhere. So yay for us, because we've screwed everything up. Hopefully we're getting towards the endemic here. Meanwhile, man, I am still refreshing my Twitter to see what else is going to happen in the NBA. Freddie, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were 20-1 odds to come out of the NFC. Tom Brady coming back, they are now 5-1 odds. Just by that. Were you shocked by that? By Tom Brady coming back after 40 days?
Man, I was just shocked that he came back. I mean, I'm at work and I see something. I'm like, man, why people always gotta lie? Brady ain't coming back. And then I see it, I said, whoa, okay, all right. Well, I guess you want to go on one last run, maybe. It's not even sure if it's the last run. It's a maybe.
They are showing Bismack Biyombo now, who is donating. This is very important for everybody here. Bismack Biyombo is donating his whole salary for this season to Congo, where he's from, to build a hospital. And that is incredibly important. And he deserves all the hype in the world for that. Good job, Busy. Meanwhile, Campaign goes right through the lane, and he gets a bucket. Throwing it into LeBron.
Did anybody say that Prod can come on this show? No, I wasn't informed.
Well, here's the thing, Freddie. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what you think. You know, it doesn't matter what you want. It doesn't matter what you're informed. I was invited by the great Evan, okay? So that's why I'm here, okay? The real GOAT summoned me.
He's on fire!
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you want, Freddie. I'm not here for you. But now, to touch on what you said, Evan, Bismack Biyombo, what a legend. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's his entire all the money he's making this year, like every last cent of it, he's sent it. So that's some good stuff.
You don't hear that from athletes a lot, and when you do, I feel like it doesn't get pushed out enough either. Somebody's gonna say, "Shut up and dribble." It's gonna be buried. It's gonna be a nice story for today or tomorrow. People are gonna forget about it though, and I think that's a damn shame. I think it's a damn shame. Everybody's more worried about the Kardashians and who they're dating and whatnot, but That's the world we live in. It is what it is. Campaign misses the ball. LeBron James gets it, goes all the way, tips it out of bounds on the Suns. Lakers ball underneath the hoop. Pride, welcome for your first official visit on He's on Fire podcast. How are you doing today, man?
I'm aside of the fact that Freddie's here, I'm great.
Damn.
You feel me? It's a great day. You know what I mean? Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. has come back home. You know what I mean? So that alone makes me happy. So I look forward to that. I'm here to watch the Lakers lose and watch Freddie just stutter and stumble his way through and keep from crying. So I'm great today. Evan, how are you doing?
Man, we got great news that Zach Ertz is coming back on a 3-year deal. Was very excited there. Got to break the news while we were live on our podcast about Tom Brady coming back. And so me and JJ are we're chilling. We're happy today. Another deflection. Booker with this deal. He comes down with it. Have a little bit of a pops it for 3. Thought he had an advantage to go down low. Jay Crowder with the tap out. Campaign's got it. Campaign going all the way up. Going to go back in the corner to Jay Crowder for 3.
Dude.
DA tips it, and it comes down to Bradley over to Malik Monk.
Even though DeAndre Ayton didn't get that board, this is why I've been screaming. In my opinion, this kid's going to be a top 3 center in like 2 more years. Because the fact that like a lot of other centers would have given up on that play, and this dude is still jumping and he's still fighting for it, regardless how many bodies are there. That's why I love me some DeAndre Ayton. Matter of fact, I hope y'all don't pay him. Don't pay him. Boston will accept you, DeAndre, bro. You'll open arms, I promise.
So let me ask you right now, today, for a game 7, and you have Embiid or Jokic on the other side. Will you take on your team DeAndre Ayton or Bam Adebayo right now? Who would you take game 7?
Right now? Oh, this
right
is
now.
Easy. DeAndre Ayton, easily.
Woo-wee.
Not even close. This is not even close. Again, I don't want to say that Bam Adebayo is a bad player. Let's not get it twisted. But let's also be honest. Calling him a center, then we're going to call Draymond a center. He's not a true center. He's a 4. We also need to remember that. And we tend to forget about it. Because every time you see him matched up against a legitimate 5, he gets cooked beyond cooked. The dude looks like he's been like in the sun with no sunscreen. Then all of a sudden decided like this dude gets burnt badly. So for me, I'm not taking Bam Adebayo over DeAndre Ayton. There's no way. But then again, this is just my way of,
throwing shade at the Heat a little bit.
No, well, not really. Even though I have been consistent saying, yeah, the Heat's number 1. This is just another Utah Jazz all over again. I'm just throwing that out there. But the reason I'm mostly hype up about DeAndre Ayton, I'm just hoping and I'm praying. By the way, Iverson, what they do, baby? My fingers are crossed. I hope you guys fumble with him. I hope y'all say he's not worth it. This is just my little,
I can't even say definitively, even if Robert Sarver was because here's the thing. We got that report coming out on Sarver. We got that whole sexual assault thing going on, investigation. And here's what's funny. Literally 1 week ago, Pride and Freddie, 1 week ago, the president and CEO, not Sarver, not the owner, the president, Jason Rowley, deactivated his Twitter 1 week ago, the day after.
I heard about that.
Buster or Baxter, or shoot, who is it, JJ?
Baxter Holmes?
Baxter, yeah, I think that's who it is. For ESPN, came out and said, we've gone through everything. Now we're just gonna talk to Sarver now and interview. The next day, the president deactivates his account.
I heard about that.
There's a Suns insider that I have that I'm in cahoots with to a point.
Ooh,
and they're saying that this is probably going to go down by the time the season ends. So is that before the season ends? Is it the playoffs? Are we going to be going on a potential championship run and all this stuff is blowing up inside Phoenix in typical Phoenix fashion?
I think
it's
so.
I mean, let's start to break down. Look, but they asked AD was the growing injury reason why they got bounced out, and he said we know it was. We know that, and they know that. I've been saying that, and now y'all know that.
I mean, don't
doesn't make it right.
but hold on.
Rejected.
I love it. Listen, I will say this: do I think the injuries played a role? 100%. I'm not gonna pretend. But however, the way they clicked, I don't know, man. And this is a dude who said that I swear to God, I thought the Lakers were gonna sweep Phoenix. Swear to God.
I picked the Lakers to win in 6, by the way, for the record.
I had them to, but the way Phoenix came out, I don't know, man. I don't know if the Lakers really still winning, even if they're healthy. I don't know.
Man. Chris Paul wasn't healthy and couldn't dribble the basketball, but is what it is.
If we're gonna
Carmelo goes up, by the way, he misses. Almost a rebound to DA. He does scramble it in and out to Campaign. Campaign starts dribbling it right down. We are at the 6:16 mark for anybody following along in the second quarter. DeAndre Ayton, high pick and roll that we've seen so many times, blows right by, goes in down low, over to Mikal Bridges in the corner, sets up. Bang, bang, Suns gang. Up 23.
Freddie, you look so miserable. I love it. Oh my God, I love it.
Hey, Freddie, you get to watch that. And there it is. You get to watch that HBO show tonight, at least, man. Actually, I'm really looking forward to episode 2.
Today is Sunday, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love the first
Good
episode.
luck.
Wait, what show are you talking about? What show?
That Lakers show on HBO.
I forget what it's called. The Lakers show
about like Shaq and
no, Magic and Bird
like,
and Bus
Magic,
getting the team.
Oh yeah,
It looks really
okay,
good.
yeah. Okay, yeah,
You got to get past like the first 20 minutes of it. Malik Monk for 3, 65-43, because the actor that plays Magic Johnson, and then you see Larry Bird real quick, like almost really doesn't look anything alike. So you got to kind of get past that for like a little bit, and then like the persona kind of comes out and you see it. Devin Booker with a fadeaway mid range, of course, that's wet. 67-43 Suns, and we got Malik Monk taking the ball up. But it's a good show, Pride. Definitely check it out.
Oh, I'm about to, because I have been seeing some things, some little commercials about it, and it looks nice. It really does. Look at DeAndre. Oh my God. Can I be like you?
Austin Reeves for 3, no good. Ayton with the rebound after the offensive board, which is our
hell no. What the hell was that?
Campaign for 3, no good. Out to Austin Reeves with it.
Good night, ladies.
Here comes Austin Reeves going all the way down the middle, tries to go up with it. Little up and under fake, goes up over DA, no good. DA with the board. Oh, bounces around. DA gets it over to Booker.
Nice. Good recovery.
Booker clears it. 4.5 left.
Why the hell is LeBron not in the game?
Hey!
You got to rest him.
69-43.
No, we don't.
You want to kill this man, yo. You want him to play every single minute. Like,
he needs to score 150 points. He needs to score 150
points. Out.
Turnover.
Yeah,
Booker with a turnover.
150 to lose by double digits.
Hey.
Booker saw Austin Reeves on him, and he said, "Shit, here we go."
Hey, Pride. LeBron, go all Kobe on him. Say, give me the ball, move the hell out the way. I'm scoring every time. Give me the ball. Like, let's go.
I don't know, but LeBron's in a situation where if he does that, he's a ball hog. If he passes, he passive. So it's like whatever he does is always going to be wrong.
Timeout on the floor.
Since we have you here, Fred, I have some Boston questions for you. I've seen a few of your commentaries about the Celtics. I really like your stuff. I'm glad that you're here today. But so, what do you think of this Celtics run going on right now?
Just talking about, brother. How we go? This is the Lakers. We're gonna bring Boston into this now. I'm just saying, people try to make this Lakers Suns a rivalry, but Boston and Celtics is a real rivalry. Hey,
are you done? Yeah. Okay. Now, let me just grab it back. See, because here's the thing: what Freddie does, right? Every single time someone asks me about the Celtics, Freddie just goes, "Yeah, let's get some Lakers talk in there." That's what he do. Listen, we're watching a Lakers game. Let me enjoy a little bit of my Celtics talk. So, JJ, to answer your question, I love it. I'm telling you, look, man. Beginning of the season, we were down bad. Yeah, y'all see that video of that quarterback, of that high school quarterback? He goes, "Yo, had us in the first half." I'm not gonna lie, I was crying. I was like, listen, I was watching every game faithfully, and I was like, fine, we had to fix some stuff. But it's weird, like right before the All-Star break, I don't know what happened, but we decided to start focusing our energy and our hustling on two specific things. We have started moving the ball a little more. Not enough, but I think it was enough where we can make some type of difference, right? And then defensively, I got a stats. Y'all Suns are top 5 this season with the most injuries this year. People say we don't do. Oh no, don't get it twisted. Listen, the Suns have been dealing with injuries. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? I just think. Oh my God, pretty. I love it.
Freddie and Pride. Pretty.
Yo, I know I'm pretty.
Yeah, buddy.
But for me, what I appreciate about it is when we go on a slump, we're not giving up. That's one of our biggest problems we had in the beginning.
Sure.
Where like, if
Say
somebody
that
goes
about
on like a 24-8 run, we're just like, oh, we lost. And then when we lose the game, we just
That's
think,
a
oh yeah,
foul.
the whole week we lost. And it's like, it's not football. Like you don't, if you lose, like, you know what I mean? Like you don't lose the week. Like, you know what I mean? You can still play afterwards. You still, you know, you can change it or whatever. So I just think now we're kind of starting.
So last year, when things like that happened to y'all, it would just be an utter collapse. You saw guys barking against each other.
Yes.
There's a lot of rumors about Tatum in the offseason now. And even going into the All-Star break, you heard stuff about Tatum going next year. But now things are rolling. They're kind of doing their thing. They're kind of in a groove like New Orleans right now. It's just like they found a little niche and they're going for it.
Right.
Is that Udoka? Is that all Coach Udoka that you got up there now?
I think it's. I do think he has a hand in it, and the reason is because I like Brad Stevens, but the biggest knock I've had on him was that he was. He was in the middle of the road. He would never show too much
interference, man.
What minute mark you at, Freddie?
44. All right, that one call is not going to give the game. Okay, you guys are getting smacked. All right,
still, we can get everything we can get.
And it won't be enough.
Malik Monk for 3.
Yep, I'm at Malik Monk for 3 at 257 is where I'm at. 254, 53. Aaron Holiday bringing it up on the corner. Aaron Holiday down to Devin Booker with Austin on him.
Good clean up, DeAndre Ayton. Come to Boston, please. I beg of thee. Let's go. He said, "Hey, yo, take my tip. Let's get it."
Yeah, I'll admit that was probably a little bit of a goaltend, but I'm not going to act like we haven't been screwed out of calls too. So.
Man, you know what? We just really need street clothes. I mean, we got Ass and LeBron out there right now. Oh, by the way, did y'all hear my new nickname for AD and Russ?
No.
Ass and glass.
We got Ass and Glass. Ass and Glass. That's who they are now. So
that's actually really funny.
That was not a foul on against Reeves. That was weak.
But
give me 1 second.
real quick, Evan.
You're good.
I just want to answer real quick. I think Udoka has something to do with it because he is more fiery than Brad Stevens.
There you go.
Seen him yell at guys and get in their face, and this is what this team needs. We're no longer in a situation where we can just say, "Oh yeah, we got 2 young pieces." We're no longer in that situation. Both of these guys are starting. They're starting to get into their mid-20s, and when you start getting there, you can't really call them young anymore. We can't say, oh, yeah, we're going to continue to develop them. We can't do that, especially considering when we're calling Jason Tatum a superstar. We can't all of a sudden be like, oh, yeah, we got to give him time. Like, no, you know?
There's a good question. Freddie, is Jason Tatum a superstar? Not a star, a superstar.
He is. There's no debate.
Yes. Let's not be disrespectful. Like, you know, everybody want to say, oh, because he don't pass the ball. Yeah. No. But guess what? He can score on any level on the court. I mean, pump the brakes.
Good ball movement. I'm surprised.
Reeves going down to LeBron. LeBron drives the lane over to Westbrook, lays it in for 2. 75-51. Aaron Holiday bringing it up. We got some of our subs in to close out the half here. 1:36 to go. Devin Booker up to DeAndre Ayton up top. Couple back screens that they're trying to set up. Wasn't there. Over to Book over on the corner. Book's got it. Over to Shamet off the wing. No good. It's Landry Shamet's birthday today. Happy 25th birthday. I remember when I was 25.
We need to close this quarter. This half out strong. Come on, Mark, hustle.
Ooh, good job, Reeves.
Hustle.
Good job. Oh, yeah, good
75-54. And it only took, what is it? Let's check this out. Oh, wow. 22 free throws to 3 for the Lakers.
Yo, Evan is so immature. He's just like Mike. Yo, he's so immature.
No hustle. That's the problem. We have no hustle. No,
it's not. But it's not just hustle. You guys aren't good. Outside of LeBron, your roster's dog water. Just like it's not hustle.
But still good. Your talent don't take effort. You don't have to be talented to effort.
Yeah, congratulations. You get effort to lose. Instead of losing by 15, you lose by 10. You guys are still dog water. You still need talent.
You don't need talent for effort, Pride.
I understand that, but what I'm saying
is you go out there and die on damn balls.
You're right. We'll die for balls and still miss a shot. Like the talent needs to be there that I don't have. It's LeBron
Look at this.
or
Look at
bust.
this. Look at this. Russ half-ass while running back to the damn ball. Like, well, I'm so done. Can we end the season?
I mean, true. I hope you're on the season. So
ESPN just trying to keep this game close with 23 free throws to 3. That's all I'm gonna say. They doing whatever they can.
points
But
off
my
of
thing
zero.
is, Evan, we're not in LA. Why are we getting all these calls in Phoenix? We're not in LA.
Depends on who the ref is. And stolen by Booker. Booker's going all the way for the dunk. James at home. Nice little hang on the rim there to fly back there. That was swifty of him. And Austin Reeves goes all the way down. Oh, gets fouled by Booker. Now they about to have 2 more. 25-3 in the first half. Goodness. It's not the way basketball needs to be, ref, man. Y'all see that the Hawks and the Bucks just a couple days ago, and there was a big thread on Twitter and Facebook. It showed Giannis getting all these whack calls.
We can't help that y'all keep fouling us. We can't help that now. We can't blame everything.
I will say this. Some of those fouls are legit. Let's not get it twisted.
Some.
That's one on Austin Reeves. That he's doing the same thing that they're banning from the 3-point line. Like, you know how like if you do a pump fake and they get in the air, you can't bump into them. He literally just did that same thing. That's literally what he did, and they gave him that call. Like,
but you got to call it both ways, and we've been hit and hacked multiple times driving, and nothing's going down for fouls our way.
But why?
But that doesn't happen.
We're not in LA.
That happens. This is what happens to Phoenix. I'm trying to tell you.
yeah, Freddie, I mean,
This isn't just a thing like I'm trying to say and like I'm bitching and moaning. Like, no, this legitimately happens game in and game out. Last year, we were 27th in free throws taken, and we were number 1 in free throws given up.
So what you're telling me, Evan? You know, I'll say this: Lakers are bad. We're horrible, having a horrible season.
18
But we run. Phoenix is a LA town too, right?
I think Phoenix is an everything town too. There's
To be honest.
so many people from Wisconsin, Chicago, but LA, yeah, same with Utah. There's more California transplants than anywhere else. Correct.
Phoenix is like Hell's Kitchen, dude. Like, there's fans of everything here.
Is it like Hell's Kitchen?
So
A lot of Texas fans too.
I just think, you know what? It's just the game is over. No need to even keep going. Let the Phoenix Suns have a little moment.
A little moment.
That's all it is, a little moment.
All I need is one shining moment, Frenny. That's all I need. One shining moment.
Take it all in, my brother. Just take it all in.
And here's the funny thing about it. If the Lakers are winning, you flip the scores. Freddie's acting a fool.
No, I'm really
Russ
not.
is top 5 all time. Look at LeBron. He's the GOAT again. Like, Freddie would be through the roof right now, bro. He'd be screaming, Melo's the best Laker of all time. Like,
No,
Freddie would
bro.
be through the roof.
Hey,
right
I mean, hey, I'm just come on. I mean, I'm proud. One thing, you know, is me and you have had more moments than anybody part of the network. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's call it what it is. You know.
But I guarantee you, if in my whole lifetime, and I'm 120 years old, and the Phoenix Suns, Cardinals, Arizona State, all that, they only win one title, and that happens this year, I will enjoy this one championship than you guys have enjoyed for all of yours. I promise you
I'll
that.
milk this championship more than the Celtics did back in 2008. Like, no offense, but I'm milking this shit.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I've been milking that mofo for years. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I've been milking it for.
And who did you get it on?
Hey,
I ain't see you there, bro. I ain't see you there.
hey, bro. But guess what? I'm looking at championship as well. 2010. Ask me who I get that on.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine. And guess what? After that 2010, where Kobe been? Where's his career at?
Hey, and guess what? After 2008, Boston ain't never been back.
And right here, funny part. You saying it like it's funny, right? Meanwhile, Paul Pierce been healthy. Let me know the last time Kobe played over 50 games. Stop playing with yourself, bro.
Hey, but guess what?
Oh, I can't carry no more. Come on, bro.
Since 2008, the Mamba beat y'all. And guess what?
And that's fine. And that's fine. Meanwhile, Paul Pierce had a solid career after that.
Hey,
Hold on, Freddie.
Hey,
Go ahead,
Evan,
Freddie. Go ahead, Freddie. Go ahead, Freddie. Go ahead. Go on.
That Boston Big Three was a wet dream. Because guess what? They only won one ring. So,
and this is the same Freddie who I guarantee is the same Freddie who thought Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, and Dwight Howard was a big three. Come on, now stop playing, bro. Come on.
I thought they were a big three.
I laughed, but when it happened, I was like, this is not going to work out.
Point.
I knew it wasn't going to work out. You got an old Steve Nash, a Kobe Bryant who can't spell healthy, and then I was like, well, if Dwight can't carry, I don't know what to tell you.
My favorite hat of all time, right
I
there.
need to get one.
It's inside down.
You saw Cooper Kupp wear like the same hat, and I was like, okay.
He wore an upside down LA.
Yeah. Like during the championship parade, I was just like, I don't think he gets the point of the hat.
Nah, I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
Wow, so it is 79-56 right now. Suns over the Lakers. Suns hot start kind of came down a little bit and really got helped out with 24 free throws for the Lakers to 3 for the Suns. I gotta take just a quick break and go up and just get something from my son real quick. Y'all keep it going and keep the bickering going, and I will be back. Stand by.
Yes,
can we talk football? I mean, do we have to talk basketball?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's talk about football, man.
I mean, hey, Pride, your boy. I'm gonna let you say his name.
I'm holding it in. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Tomorrow morning, I'm acting a fool. I'm acting a clown. I'm a act up a fool in 3/4. I'm wearing my Patriot sandals. On God, no one's gonna see it. I'm wearing my Patriot sandals. That's it.
Thomas, Patrick, Edwards, Brady, Jr. Did I get it right this time?
No, you didn't. Let me explain how you say his name. The only man who's got a whole bunch of names and still. Let me say it one time. Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady, Jr. The man got more rings than he got names. And how you not call him the GOAT? Come on, man. Look at this. Leonard Fournette, he better come back. Rob coming back. Ryan Jensen coming back. JPP coming back. Ndamukong Suh coming back. You know who else going to come back? Ali Murphy. He's like, I retired. Psych. Tom Brady 2.0. I'm coming back. Stop playing, bro.
Is Antonio coming back?
You said what?
Is Antonio coming back?
Oh, he'll come back. Listen, we've seen this with AB, bro. He acts stupid and realizes he's stupid, and then all of a sudden he look, oh yeah, let me come back. And Tom will be like, yeah, come on, bro. I got you.
I actually got a question for y'all. So with this whole Deshaun Watson situation, with the criminal charges being dropped, you think where do you guys think he's gonna go? My dark horse pick is actually the Patriots, but I want to hear from y'all.
We're not gonna get him. No, we don't. We're good. Listen, I love Deshaun Watson. I feel you. I understand the connection because him and Robert Kraft definitely gonna be bonding. You feel me? Them two,
yeah,
definitely gonna be bonding. But no, I think he's gonna end up going to a place.
So you rather like settle on Mac Jones?
Whoa! Settle. Come on now, stop playing. We talking about Michael McCorkle Jones. That's who we talking about.
Mac and cheese.
Come on, man. That's my guy right there. Listen, I love Mac Jones. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. We ended up stealing him. And mind you, I wanted Justin Fields. I was like, we gonna get Justin Fields. And the more he dropped, I was like, we might get him. I thought there was an actuality. Then Chicago traded up, and I was like, damn, they gonna get him. So we settled for Mac Jones. Saw Mac Jones walk out as soon as they drafted him, and I was like, I love this kid. That's it. Like, this is my guy. Like, I forgot all about Tom Brady. Michael McCorkle Jones is my dude. The only thing is, based on how our roster is right now, it would make no sense for us to go get Deshaun Watson. And because if you get Deshaun Watson, you're making a case like we're going for it because of his talent level. Where we are right now, sure, we can contend for the division, but we're not winning a Super Bowl right now. I don't even think we'll make it. I think the best way we'll make it is if we somehow get the number 1 seed, get a first round bye, and go from there. But even then, that's a stretch. So why would we do that? Trade Mac Jones, who's on a very team-friendly contract, to go get Deshaun Watson? Like, to me, that doesn't make sense, especially considering who's the last guy we really went out and paid like that. The only dude we went out and paid like that in recent memory was Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah.
And to be honest, after a year and a half, that deal looked cheap. Like, we paid him enough that he came and everyone's like, oh my God, that's top money. And then like 2 years after that, they were like, bro, they got him for a steal. You know what I mean? So I don't think we would get him. Obviously there's the Panthers of the world, the Pittsburghs of the world. Do not be surprised if for the 49ers make a play for him. Because if you're gonna trade Jimmy G, I understand you like Trey Lance, but let's be honest, who's better, Trey Lance or Deshaun Watson? I'll take Deshaun Watson with a 5-year layoff over Trey Lance. You know what I mean? So it's like just a 1-year layoff. Granted, it is still a risk. Let's not get it twisted. Whatever team gets him, still kind of a risk because it's been a year. You don't know if he's really going to fall off. You don't know if there's going to be some rust. You don't know any of that. But I do think he's going to end up going to a situation like the best place he could end up in would be Pittsburgh. A place that has a solid defense, solid offense. They have the ability to get better on both sides of the ball. I would go there because then not only you can still get paid, then the team can still get better. And you're now in an AFC where, frankly, you're only really contending with one team. Like, the Ravens are who they are. They're mid until Lamar Jackson can, throw a ball deep consistently. You know what I mean? Until that happens, the Ravens are who they are. Right now, like, he's still young, so obviously he'll be able to do it. But until then, the Ravens are where they are, and it is what it is. And then, honestly, I think the only team I really have more confidence in right now would be the Bengals. I don't think them making the Super Bowl was. I don't think that was a fluke. I don't think that was a one-off. I genuinely believe they're building towards something. You know what I mean? So in that division, when you're only really going up against the Bengals, I would take my chances. I really would.
Bobby Wagner's going to Baltimore. I'm calling that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. I said this. If I'm Bobby Wagner, there's only one place I would consider going, and it's honestly so obvious: the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to a place where not only I'm going to get money, but the defense is so horrible, so atrocious, so pathetically bad that you cannot take my minutes from me. You cannot take my snaps because you need me. That is where I'm going.
It sounds like Matthew might be on the move too. So, that could be an improvement.
He's going to the Saints.
I don't think so. I think he's going to end up back with the Chiefs. I think it's going to be a situation where like he's going to be like, why don't they want me? And then they'll throw dirt at each other, and then they're going to go and have, they're going to go in the closet, and, they're going to have their, 7 seconds in heaven or whatever. And then they're going to come out with like a deal. Because let's be honest, the Chiefs defense was horrible with Honey Badger. You think you're really going to get better without him? You really think that? Like, the Chiefs can't do it. And listen, Patrick Mahomes is great. Don't get it twisted. But let's be fair with how horrible that offense was with Honey Badger. First 6 weeks, they were not looking good. I do not think this offense can continuously bail out this defense without Honey Badger because their offense is going to have an historic year.
Well,
they're going to have to break records.
You can't pay both dudes though. You got if you want to upgrade, letting go of Matthew and signing Bobby Wagner would be a drastic upgrade.
Yes,
a drastic upgrade.
I think that's the only way you consider getting rid of Honey Badger, letting him walk, is if you're gonna go get Bobby Wagner. That is the only way. If you're gonna let Matthew and not even think about looking at Bobby Wagner, then excuse my French, shit, give me a GM job. Cause if that's what we're doing, bro, then I'm having a GM job cake. So it's gonna be interesting. But I think what the Chiefs are trying to do is figure out where Bobby Wagner is, where his head is at, because again, remember, he doesn't have an agent. Like, he's doing the Richard Sherman route where he's talking to everybody on his own. So you can't promise him something and then change your mind on it. Because then you could be, you know what I mean? Because then you could say, oh yeah, well, we told your agent this, and if he didn't relay it, that's one thing. You can't do that because you're talking directly with Bobby Wagner. So I think what Bobby Wagner is at is, hey, look, pay me something respectable. You don't gotta reset the market, but just pay me something respectable and make sure I'm on the field. If you can give me those two things, I have no problem playing with you. But
I still think he winds up. I don't know if I would want to go to the AFC West and play against those 3 other teams now on defense week in and week out either. I wouldn't want to do that. I would rather go. I wouldn't want to go to KC and play against Russell Wilson now 2 times a year, and then play against the LA Chargers, who are just stacking up, and then play against the Raiders, who are clearly the 4th team right now. I would rather go to Baltimore, build on that defensive legacy that they have,
help a lot, like that.
and roll with the black and the purple there. I mean, I've seen reports that the Bucs are interested in him. I wouldn't want to go to the Bucs because you're talking this year maybe, and then who knows what the quarterback situation is going to be the next. Yeah, what's the quarterback situation going to be the next few years after that, right? I wouldn't want to do a long term anything with the Bucs.
Well, but here's the thing. I think after that, I think the Bucs will be in a situation where you have some little level of, for lack of a better word, prestige, right? Like,
sure,
you just had Tom Brady, you just won a Super Bowl, you just made the NFC conference, right? They made the NFC championship game, and yeah, I mean, again, they didn't get the doors blown off them. It really came down to the end with injuries. You know what I mean? So I think if you can couple all of that, you do have something to sell. Tom Brady just came off an MVP caliber year, so you can have him for 1 more year, and then all of a sudden you go, hey, look, in 3 years, look at the team we've had. You know what I mean? Tom Brady sure is leaving, but we still have talent. Like, you'll still have something to sell. Now, don't get it twisted. It'll still be, a relatively tough pitch because, let's be honest, it's only 3 years. But those 3 years, you have a lot. You have a lot to build off, especially considering one of the heavy Super Bowl favorites, the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just so happened who the Bucs beat. You know what I mean? How their defense made Patrick Mahomes extremely uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So it's like, you do all that. Granted, they don't have they don't have a lot to sell like other teams, but I do think they have enough where, like, if you go to another situation, like the free agent class, you know what I mean? Like, whenever that may be, you can go, because I think Tom has 2 more years. I think it's this year and 1 more. I think he has maybe what.
I think it's a year-to-year basis, regardless.
Yeah. So 1 more year, I think you have something to build off, something you can sell.
I don't know. I agree with everything that you said, but I'm just eyeballing Denver. Even after Von Miller left, they had a really solid front 4.
They did. Yeah.
They're looking for Chandler Jones, by the way. Broncos.
Yeah.
Are.
So what's in their peripherals right now is Chandler Jones, Von Miller possibly coming back. Then imagine Bobby Wagner behind those guys too. I think they might be aggressive with those 3 at least, and it sounds like Von Miller's hinting that he's probably going to go back. But
and meanwhile, Lakers got the ball to start it off. Austin Reeves passes it back to Westbrook. Westbrook at the top of the key. Pick and roll on Mikal Bridges. Goes down against DeAndre Ayton. Lays it in for 2 with the left hand. Campaign takes it back out. 79-58 to start the third quarter. I'm glad we got to chat some football real quick because there's a lot of things going on. Just wait until tomorrow. All these takes that we have are going to be completely pointless because there's going to be some weird things going out tomorrow. Who knows who's going to get traded? Mikal going in, floats it up, makes it in. Gets hit, kind of limps off. Still no free throws for the Phoenix Suns, even though it's 24-3 in the free throw.
You mind pausing your feed? The game just started for me.
I'm already a minute back. Hold on. LeBron goes up for the make. Rebound, Dwight Howard. Timeout or foul on the floor.
I'm at 11:30.
11.
The
stream that I'm on, it doesn't give me the time. I'm at where a campaign throws it to Mikal. Mikal takes it.
I just see Mikal.
There's going to be a miss on the other side and an offensive rebound by Dwight Howard and a foul. Let me know when Dwight gets the rebound. Offensive rebound.
Okay,
gotcha.
Boom.
What the fuck was that?
All right, yep. So he got the board on mine.
All right.
Yeah, he just got it.
There we go.
And there's some sort of weird call. Now I got to turn up the volume so I can hear it in the back a little bit. The commentators know what's going on. Malik Monk behind the back over to LeBron James off the wing. Wet. 18 for LeBron. Definitely probably not going to be enough if they want to attempt to come back here. 81-61. Mikal Bridges coming off of a screen off of the elbow, goes all the way down against Dwight Howard, and one. We're finally going to get a free throw. Only one, but we finally get one. 83-61.
Good
Dwight Howard looking confused, just like I'm confused every time I look at him and his hair.
You're so-
Man, I was the biggest Dwight Howard loyalist when he was in Orlando. When he made that finals
How could
run
you
with
not be
Rashard
at that
Lewis
time,
and
dude?
Hito and those boys.
100%.
I
I'm
was
with
a
you, dude. How
loyalist.
can you
He
not
was
be?
the best center.
our team was
I would
so
go
cold,
on and on
bro.
and on. So
Yeah.
everything that he's done since he left is mind-boggling.
It's just so weird. It's just so weird. Like, if you were to ask me how his career would have went out, I did think he was going to eventually leave Orlando. I did not think that he would be a role-playing journeyman.
Yeah.
Like, if you told me that would have been his career, I would have been like, you're bugging.
Russ out of bounds turns it over against DA because DA got them quick feet.
Look at
unlike
him.
Bam
Oh, my
Adebayo.
God.
I know he had a lot of back issues. I know back
Yeah.
issues are a legitimate thing. Like, that's not something to scuff at or bat an eye at.
No,
for
don't
sure.
get it twisted, but let's be honest here. The back injuries already came after. Like if I'm mistaken, the back injuries didn't truly start getting bad until I think it was Washington. I think that's when his back injuries kind of were like,
And that was after Atlanta,
three.
after Houston. Book steals it,
After
goes all the way
that,
back in, gonna just slam it up. You don't even need to slam it against this team. Just lay it off the glass. You don't got to do anything
Good
fancy.
steal, Book.
I'll pause it just another quick second. Seems like I'm just a little bit ahead of you. LeBron gets it on the wing.
come on, bro.
LeBron's got it. Jacks up another three. Wet for LeBron.
This is what Bron does. Look at that cash money. Butter.
That's how he gets his points.
Good
He's too
shot.
tired to drive it and do it every time now. So he's got to get it from the outside and get a couple easy buckets.
Well, yeah, because every time he drives, you know what I mean? They collapse on him, and you know what I mean? So it's like,
Dude,
no one else
Dude
can
collapsed
play
on him for 20 years, right?
His kid plays. So.
and we also do got to be fair. This
Booker
is
from
this
the-
is an old LeBron.
Old LeBron shoots. Mikal with the rebound over to Devin Booker. Wide open three, Devin Booker. No good. Mikal gets the rebound, though. Nobody was there. Mikal goes all the way into the lane, lays it right up. Nice and in. 88-64. Dwight
Right.
Howard, 3 steps slow on
Good
that
layup.
rotation.
At
Booker
least.
guarding LeBron. Booker gets right by Booker. Austin Reeves over to Malik Monk on the wing. Malik Monk driving it in, goes kind of up and under, lays it over to LeBron, who gets it off the glass. Campaign is going to start bringing it up. 88-66, 8:49 left. DeAndre Ayton shoots a 3. Clank. Dwight Howard the rebound over to Russ.
Yeah,
Russ
you're
got
like
it on the wing.
you're like
Austin Reeves
3
pushing them
seconds
and
before
doing
him.
everything, and he still can't get a wide open 14-footer. Good God, Westbrook. Crowder
Dude, does
just
he
goes
have
up for the
anything?
wing. Nobody guarding him. Wet. Bang, bang, Suns gang. 91-66. This is just a YMCA run, dude. Like, this is a YMCA game. Dude's just walking up, wide open threes left and right, trying to play stylish. Frank Vogel is an awful coach.
Really?
Dwight
You think
Howard
it-
with the ball.
you
Shoot
think
it, Dwight.
Let me ask you, you really think this is... Boy, you better move. Oh, I was about to say. You really think this is Frank Vogel's fault?
he has to take.
This is the
some blame
combination
for
of
it.
everybody involved.
It's an
And the fact
organizational
that they're
thing.
standing around on offense every possession. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't blame Frank
Whew.
Vogel for that. I don't blame him for that. But no, I don't. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, Book.
We like the reason I'm gonna say that is because when they went on their championship run, they were a lockdown defensive team. Who was their head coach at the time?
Same guy, but they also
Yeah,
had
you're right. Yeah.
So
who did they have on defense though? They had KCP.
And that's my point.
Ooh, tackles book right there. They had KCP and they had Caruso.
And
They
that's
had
my point.
Pounds.
That's my point. Like at some point, we can't sit here and blame Frank Vogel when your entire. Let's be honest. Who's their best defender?
What right
Who's
now?
their best
Bradley?
defender?
Austin Bradley.
No. You know who their best
Well, was LeBron, obviously.
A 37-year-old LeBron James is your best defender.
But
You know what I mean? So it's
Why
like,
were there Laker fans telling me Malik Monk and Wayne Ellington were going to be the truth on this team?
you want to know why? Because when you
'Cause
get Russ, you got to look for other answers. Let's be honest here. Like, and don't get it twisted. Russ can, when there's no expectations, when you know what I mean, when you're just going out there to hoop, sure, Russ can put up stats and whatnot. You make him have to actually play, like winning basketball. The dude looks lost.
Yeah.
In a bad way. In a ridiculously bad way.
Yep.
Like the guy right now, he put on his phone the directions to go somewhere, and he just happened to be in the only dead spot in all of Phoenix, I guess, for his phone, for his data plan, because this dude is just generically lost, and it's so bad. He was like me a few years ago when I was lost in New York with a dead phone. That's how Russ plays basketball. Like a frantic, oh my God, what do I do? Like it's just real bad. So it's like, now combine that with the fact that, ironically, when he came out of, I think he went to UCLA.
Yeah.
What was his calling card?
Who?
Defense. Let that
yeah.
thing in. He was a defensive anchor, bro. He was a lockdown defender. He had the reputation of what Patrick Beverley has now. And the longer he's played, after 4 years, all of a sudden defense didn't matter. So you combine that with the fact that
after his MVP season, he just didn't do it.
No, I think it was before. I'll be honest with you. I think it was before.
Before?
I think before.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
I
It
think
was after the
before.
finals run, and the next year they lost to the Warriors after up 3-1, I think.
Yep.
After that, it was over. When Kate,
No, wait, yeah, you're right.
KD
You're
left.
right. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Like his
Oh,
MVP,
Booker
right.
goes all the way and gets fouled and won. That was a nice. I know we're up and they're up 25. That was just a nice play by Booker.
Oh, 110%. No debate. Come on, you feel free. Go ahead. It's okay. Have your moment. This kid.
Book
Am I
with
pausing
26,
it for
by the way.
3
And
seconds.
I had somebody look me in my face and say Devin Booker's not a superstar.
It's just people don't watch enough Suns basketball, dude. And
But
that's
you
sort of
want to know what I also think it is? You want to know what I also think it is? I do think it's Devin Booker. And the reason why I think that is when Devin Booker plays, he plays angry. Like, I think he low-key, before the game starts, is like, who am I playing against? The Lakers? On God, Russ says something about my mother. Where to me, LeBron tried to smash my girl. Like, I think he tells him that stuff to get himself mad. So when you see him on the court, he just always looks mad.
mean mugging.
Yeah, he always looks like mean mug. You know what I mean? Like when Giannis dunks, he'll do one play and he's like mean mugging, and then he'll laugh. Devin Booker doesn't really do that. Like, he doesn't really start like being kind of laid back until after the game. Someone said correction. Westbrook needs a system built around him to play basketball at a decent level.
What?
I mean,
I can't even. I love you, Fabio. I can't even agree with that anymore. Ever since he got traded to Houston, he was trash there. Granted, everyone thought it was a James Harden thing. So we're like, all right, let's trade him. Goes with Bradley Beal in Washington. They're complete garbage. Now he goes here.
No. He elevated that franchise to be a playing team.
What, the Wizards? Yeah.
Really?
So
they go
him and Beal,
60% of the
how many games
season,
did
and
they,
they're
win
absolute
in a row?
garbage. They what?
With Russ, they were still garbage.
Beal and Russ won a bunch of games. It started off really bad, but they won 15, 16, 17 in a row.
But through the whole season, they were garbage. They pick it up to the end, and they still don't do anything. So
They get smacked, bro. Like,
they had a nice 20-game run. Like, cool. The Kings had a nice 20-game run to start the season last year.
do you know what's on a nice 20-game run? The Pelicans. Does that negate what happened before? Like, no, it doesn't negate it. Like, what? Come on, bro.
But it is all about playing your best basketball at the end of the season, which is something that a lot of people forget. Everybody was crazy over the Warriors to start the season, and even after they beat the Suns on the Christmas game, where are the Warriors now, man? Well, we're going to find out with Draymond coming back tomorrow. Draymond's coming back tomorrow. Brooke Lopez for the Bucks is coming back tomorrow. Real NBA is about to heat up. So this is where we're really going to see all the teams really go at each other. And the fact that the Sixers almost lost to the Magic, man. Shh.
I mean, I will say this, and I honestly don't even think this is a hot take. The 76ers aren't winning. They're not winning this year. They're not winning next year. I'll be honest, this year, I don't know if they even get out of the first round. I really don't. If they meet Brooklyn in the first round, dude, they're
Brooklyn
getting
for that.
swept. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
They're getting swept. If they meet Brooklyn before the Eastern Conference Finals, bro, Joel Embiid gonna be crying again, even worse than how Kawhi Leonard had him crying when he hit that buzzer beater in Game 7. He's gonna have him crying. Like he won't even be able to do the press conference, bro. Swear to God.
For the record, tomorrow we are gonna have the Jazz and the Bucks at the Jazz tomorrow on ESPN. That should be a hell of a game. 2 guys full strength. Brooke Lopez coming back. We also got the Wizards and the Warriors, the return of Draymond Green going on tomorrow. Spurs and T-Wolves, and then we got the Nuggets and the Sixers as well. So tomorrow there's a lot of good games with a lot of playoff implications and seeding implications. Every day I'm scoreboard watching now, Pride.
100%.
Every single day. It is scoreboard watching season. The bracket came out today, which, by the way, perfect time for the plug for the He's on Fire podcast bracket challenge. Anybody interested, go ahead and DM us on our Twitter handle at He's on Fire Pod. $5 for entry, and I'll get you all the information, but you can only do one bracket. You're not coming in and doing 25 and being like, see, no. You get one bracket like a real man. Winner take all, $5. So come and join the He's on Fire podcast bracket challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going up, offensive rebound by DeAndre Ayton and 1 foul to make it 103 to 75.
All due disrespect, Ayton. Tell him next time to lick my you-know-what. My God, this guy's a freaking stud, man.
And he's 24.
I don't understand the hatred for him. I really don't.
He's a number one pick. He's a number one pick. And you have certain expectations Evan as a number one. Look at Kyler Murray.
Yeah. No, that's probably
we had Kyler Murray and DeAndre Ayton as our number one picks coming in the same exact year. The amount of everything that Kyler Murray gets is so much toned down in comparison. LeBron James for another 3, wet. He's a shooter now, 104-78. But right, JJ, like the amount of stuff we hear about K1 versus DeAndre Ayton, Sun's Twitter is different, but from the public it's 2 different things. Oh, a little travel there by DA. They didn't call it. Campaign going in the lane, just shoots it from the free throw, goes in. 106-78.
Like, where are you running, bro? He tried to play it off like, oh yeah, let's switch. Like, nah, bro. Like, what the hell? Like, what the
yeah, Evan's right. Like, DA's been getting, shit as soon as he was drafted and stuff. And like we have, as Suns fans, we have our gripes with DA just because of his energy level most nights. But what you can't deny is that he shows up against Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, all the top centers, and like
another 3 for Booker.
And that Heat game the other day, like where was Bam? Bam was a non-factor in that game. So,
and that's what I'm saying. Every time Bam Adebayo play, and again, people get mad. They're like, "Oh my God, you hate Bam Adebayo." Like, no, it's not. It's not that I don't. It's like I'm like the 1% that understands this guy's not a center. Like, just because you're like, we need to be honest, bro. He's a power forward. You put him against Karl Anthony Towns, he's having a career year. Joel Embiid, Bam gets cooked against Jokic. Bam Adebayo threatens retirement against, like you said, DeAndre Ayton. The guy gets nervous. Like, you put him against a real center, the dude gets double D.
Offensive rebound, puts it right back in because there's no real center out there. And Dwight Howard.
Offensive rebound.
Nice.
Who got that offensive rebound?
He was in the right position.
Yeah.
THT trying to do something, goes up, airballs it, rebound Ayton over to Campaign. Campaign coming up the left side. Campaign looking, he stutter steps, goes back in. Devin Booker down in the corner over to the wing to Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder shoots a 3, no good. Rebound Howard. 30 points for Book, 31 for LeBron right now for the record.
DA is 24 and 14 right now.
Like,
you love to see it.
Like, think about it. He just so happens to always be in the right position. Like, come on, man.
Well, he wasn't for a long time. For about 2 weeks straight, I was getting on his ass on my podcast because he was not doing that.
He had a bad stretch. Yeah, he had
a bad stretch. So Fabio's got a question for you. So Pride is saying that trading DA for Domantas Sabonis would have been a dumb trade?
Absolutely.
I think it would have been dumb, stupid, uneducated, mentally challenged, whatever you want to call it. If the Suns organization did that, the next day, you know who else I'm trading? Devin Booker. And then after I'm releasing Chris Paul. And then I'm firing everyone. And we're going to burn down the organization and relocate to Seattle. No disrespect against a bonus. But no. No way. No how. I would not even think about that. If the Suns even so much as entertain the idea, we need to have a conversation. I need to sit down with them. We need to talk. And I need to figure out who in Phoenix broke your heart to try to hurt this franchise that bad. Like, are you still mad that Charles Barkley lost that finals against MJ? Like, relax. Don't get, you know what I mean? We got ways to help you cope with it. Like, let's get you to, the Jazz organization back when they were getting like mollywopped by him. We have coping mechanisms nowadays, but no way, no how. I love Sabonis, but DeAndre Ayton, who forget 3 years, next year is going to be a top 5 center. Easy.
He is right
I'm
now.
already calling him a top 5.
And guess what? I'm only saying that as a soft pill to swallow for the people who are still holding out on him. Next year, it would be he will be undeniable, and it'll be to a point where, if you ask me, I have Jokic as my number 2. I have Embiid as my number. Jokic my number 1, Embiid my number 2, Karl Anthony Towns my number 3, and guess who's number 4? DeAndre Ayton. And by the way, the distance between 3 and 4 is really close, and the distance between 4 and 5 is massive.
Who's your number 5? Rudy, Bam, Brooke Lopez.
Where's Giannis?
Giannis is where I have trouble with because he's a 4.
He didn't play center.
Right, he's a 4. Like his
okay, you have him at a 4.
But
I say big men, and I group 4 and 5 together. So yeah, that's fine.
But that's why I say center.
Yeah,
that's literally the reason why I say center. But in terms of 5, I think it's really up in the air. I think if you want to say Rudy, okay. I think you can, if you want to put Bam there, sure, I won't argue. I really do think it's up in the air. I'll be honest, I don't care who's 5. I'm the one dude who says, yeah, bro, look, my centers is top 4 because whoever you put at 5, whether it be Rudy Gobert, Bam Adebayo, any one of the Lopez triplets, whatever, whoever you want to put up there doesn't matter because, like I said, the gap is immense. It's like, it's not even funny. That's like the comparison to put it in context. The comparison between the 4th and the 5th best center is the comparison to LeBron and Kyle Lowry. That is the gap I'm talking about. It's a huge, massive gap that's just horrible.
I agree completely.
And again, not even close. I've had people yell at me and say, "Oh my God, Bam Adebayo, he's a top 5 center," and I'm like, "Dog."
I'm hearing a reoccurring thing about
Bam Adebayo. Like people say that, and I'm like, "Dog," like. That's why I've been labeled a Miami Heat hater when I'm the only one who's honest. Fabio says, Enes Freedom is not a top 5 center. If he's a top 5 center, we got to burn the position down.
Top 5 center all time, you mean?
I just think it's funny. We let go of him, we go on a run. You do the math. Do with that information as you will.
Back-to-back threes by the Lakers, by the way, 111-86.
That's funny how you said it, and I was like, holy shit, they caught up, and I look, and I'm like, not even at 90. Oof. Like, that's horrible.
1:19 to go, left in the third quarter. Hopefully, Book will not have to enter the game. He's probably going to play the rest of the third quarter. Torrey Craig straight up top for 3. He needed that. Torrey Craig needed that 3 just for Torrey Craig to come out. He shook his head a little bit like, damn, about time. Yes. 114-86 now. He needed that 3. He's been struggling of late.
Oh, yeah, he has been. And the reason I think he's struggling is I just think no matter what your position is on a championship team, you feel like you can't. Good spin move by Melo. Wow, good. Okay, all right, good spin move.
Ooh.
All right.
Back to 26.
Yeah, that was nasty. I'm not.
Yeah, but
nice.
For me,
foul and 1.
But for me, it's like, when it comes to Torrey Craig, I just think, like, let's be honest. Outside of the Suns community, he gets a really bad rap. Like, people call him a bum. Trash. They call him a G leaguer. Like outside, like the Suns community, you guys are like, yeah, look, he's not the best, but we're not going to
But
say
he
he's worthless.
fits a role
yeah,
that we have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He fits the role, and he's a viable option for the role.
Sean Livingston. You put
He's a
Sean
system
Livingston on
guy.
any other
a bum.
team, he
He's a
is
bum.
not going to do good.
No,
He
but
played that role perfectly. Andre Iguodala played that role perfectly.
Same thing with the
Danny
with the
Green.
Celtics. Same thing
Danny
with the
Green.
Celtics. Yeah, Danny Green's a perfect one too. He's a perfect one. Everywhere he went, guess what? He had the same exact role. Not one time did they ever change his role when he
4 championships.
because he understood what he was great at and they gave him that role. I love Marcus Smart. You put Marcus Smart on any other team and try to make him the starting guard, he's gonna look like a bust. Period.
Right.
I don't care what anybody says. If you disagree with me, you're either a fanboy who supported him when he slapped the mess out of somebody when he was in college, or you just don't know basketball.
I watch that video at least once a week.
Bro, it gets me through these dark times, bro. Like, listen, back when the Suns was losing, that video got me through some dark times, brother. I'm telling you, like, oh man, and just the lack of care that, like,
You didn't even hesitate, dude.
Because when it happened, like, he knew it was gonna haunt him. And they actually told him, hey, look, man, you kind of got to, not do that. And he goes, okay. So then he reads out a apology. First of all, if you got to read out an apology, we already know you don't care. But I'll be nice. The apology went like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I hope it won't happen again. Wait a minute. You hope you can control yourself. Like, wait a minute. Like, dog, you're throwing me red flags, bro. And then when we drafted him, I was nervous, and I really said this. I was like, he's going to slap somebody. He's going to miss a shot because I love Boston, but it's one of the most racist places you can ever play. Like,
Yep.
I was like, you're going to miss something. They're going to call you the N-word, and it's going to be Malice in the Palace 2.0. You know what I mean? It's going to be like Brawl in the Garden or whatever you want to call it. Like, garden, he's going hard into the garden or some dumb thing like that. Like, I was like, he's going to be, my Metal War piece. And I really was scared. Granted, he managed to pick it up, but the point remains, you put him anywhere else and he's a starting guard, he's not going to be that guy. And I like Torrey Craig. He's a guy who knows himself. He understands his role, and he plays pretty well, and he has expectations of himself, which is like you saw when he made that three, finally was like, God, finally. That shows you he understands I play a pivotal role in this.
Torrey Craig won us Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals against the Clippers.
And
we were up 3-1. We lost the game and went to 3-2 back to the Clippers. Paul George was on one that game. And Torrey Craig came in the fourth quarter, guarded him the whole fourth quarter, and shut down Paul George. Shut him down. And we went on a run and we won, and the rest is history. But he came in and he shut down arguably a top 5 offensive player in the NBA. ISO offensive player, arguably. He is one of those guys you don't want to face. I said arguably. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying we can argue about it.
No, because you could make the argument. Is where I push back is like in the playoffs, it's different because he'll shoot like 30%, and then he'll be like, I feel like I got my powers back. Like, are you sure about that? Like, and I've been one of Paul George's harshest critics. Because I'll be honest,
I've been really harsh about him too.
And it's because I do like him. And I see that potential. But my problem is you're going to call him a superstar. But if another superstar does what he does, we're slandering their name till kingdom come. Like, Steph Curry will never escape the fact that he lost 3-1. KD will never escape the fact that he lost 3-1 to the team that lost 3-1, and then he ended up joining that team. Like, those are things he'll never escape. Paul George being horrible, absolutely, positively horrible in the bubble, that's going to haunt him. And he tells me it's mental, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say it's not, because, again, I don't know. I want to believe him because I don't like it when people try to use mental health as like a crutch. So no, I'm going to believe him until proven otherwise.
No, he went on the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barn and Stack and them boys, and he said this was during the quarantine and everything, with about a month before the bubble. He said, once we get back to it, I'm going to be the healthiest I've ever been. This is by far the healthiest I've been in my whole NBA career before the bubble.
So again, I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna take his word for it. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to that mental health stuff, it's a slippery slope, you know, because that's one injury that I can't test you. Like if you tear an ACL, I can get an MRI and I can look at it and go, okay, that's torn. If I break my hand, I can get an x-ray and I go, all right, cool. You know, if I say my back is hurting me, you can see some structural damage. Like mental health is one thing you can't test. So I'm gonna be nice. But again, he's been the opposite of what he has been in a regular season come playoffs. And it's almost embarrassing. It really almost is, because especially last year against the Suns, he'd have one great game and then be dog water. And then we'll play great and then be dog water. Then play great and then be dog water. And it's like
Reggie Jackson is the only reason why that series went to 6.
If we're gonna be honest, if people are ready for that conversation, that's really what it was. That's really what it was. If it wasn't for Reggie Jackson, they're losing in 4. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like Reggie Jackson, he bailed them out badly. Like
Reggie Jackson's a baller, though. That's why those are the expectations I have on Reggie Jackson nowadays, too.
Oh, yeah, JaVale McGee.
Russ was calling it travel.
And we're back to the action in the fourth quarter. Hopefully, we do not have to see Devin Booker enter this game anymore. Is that Colin Kapp? Kapp's there?
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick
Yeah,
is at the game to watch Westbrook. What? Man, that just makes too much sense to me.
He was with the one of the owners.
Get out of here, JaVale.
I forget his name. The foreign guy.
Look at him. He's just standing there. What?
Get the fuck out.
Aaron Holiday with the offensive board and just lays it in.
Yo, he set that thing and he's just like, on God, try me if you want to. He said, play with me if you want to.
It's a 33-point game. Melo for 3 makes it, but down to 30.
Boom. Oh, yeah. Cash money. Watch him go like this. Yeah. Watch him do that. Look at him. Look at him. He's saying, let's go. You can't stop me. Yeah, bro. You stopping yourself.
Good point, Fabio. Let's not forget they couldn't beat us when CP3 was out in COVID protocols. Facts. Shamit in. Bounces it in. Happy birthday again, Landry Shamit.
Good take, Sham. I like that shot.
Damn, like Landry Shamit missing the playoffs last year. Or I think it was just the finals he missed. Was it him or was it Frank?
With Brooklyn? No, we didn't have him last year. We traded for Landry at the beginning of this year.
Oh, no, it was Frank. Who tore his ACL? You had a big man last year.
Dario
Saric.
Saric.
That's who it was, Saric.
On his very first play, and he took that mug in there with authority. He was about to make a play, and then
and I say if y'all don't if that doesn't happen and you guys have just a little bit more size, I think it's a completely different conversation, because I don't think you guys
but everybody talks about Anthony Davis.
I mean, come on.
I would say it would have at least gone to game 7 or something. You know, it was just like DA getting into foul trouble like every game after game 4, and
because he was the one who had to be on Giannis, and you know. You breathe on Giannis, and it's like, dude, hey, whistle.
And he spaced out the floor, too. He was hitting from 3 all playoffs. He was hitting something like 45 or 46% from 3.
Dario is a better shooter
passer,
than Brooke, I'm pretty sure, and passer and facilitator. Like Dario would have been a problem if he didn't get hurt. But
a lot of the offense went through Dario.
If we're gonna be honest, they had plays set up for him. Where yeah, and again, why not?
They had sets. They had whole sets, not plays. They had full sets going through him.
Yeah,
CP3 and Dario, they were
treated
a duo,
him.
dude.
Yeah, they treated him like a very pivotal piece on the offense, which he was. Which I don't understand why. To this day, I don't understand why people don't get that. But then again,
because simps are simps.
Simps are simps. I'm stealing that line.
Dario is another guy, a system guy. Like, he knows his role. He knows what to do.
A European player, so don't try to put him in some sort of game where it's going to make sure that he, backs anybody down. JaVale McGee with the spin move for the, 10-foot floater?
Oh, my
goes right in.
Why did they
ball
have
out to
Stanley
THT
Johnson on McGee?
They have no size. They have no size. LeBron, the GM, forgot that you needed to have size in the NBA.
Right,
he was like, "Y'all got me. What else do you need?"
Come on, let's.
Oh, geez, Russell. You just trying to get out of the game? What the hell was
Course.
that? Cheap shot? That's not a basketball play. Yeah, he's trying to get out. Game is over. Game is over.
He's so butthurt. So you see how he does that? You see how he did that? If LeBron does it, we're slandering his name. We're killing him. We're killing him. If LeBron were to do that,
it's gonna be the main topic tomorrow.
So for the whole week, week, if LeBron were to do that, we're killing him. If Anthony Davis were to do that, we're slandering him. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Why does Russ get all the love but never gets the criticism? I never understood that, especially a dude who just is mid at best.
I've always been super critical.
Yeah, talk, JaVale. Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Like
I
like Russ as a guy. I think he's a good guy. But
yeah, I'm talking about him as a basketball player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as a player, the dude is a bull in a china shop. That
let's be honest. People were like, "Oh my god, he's having
triple doubles."
And my thing is like, look, I understand it's a triple double. I'm not saying it's easy. Let's not get it twisted. But let's be fair.
Big travel before the foul. What the hell was that? They didn't call it travel. But keep going.
He went into JaVale too, and he's trying to act like it's nothing. But it's a 35-point game. We have bigger fish to fry than the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh yeah, he put the elbow into him first, right into the chin. You're damn right. I'm gonna throw you down, Stanley.
Like Stanley traveled, throws the elbow.
He travels and elbows him in his face.
JaVale picks him up.
Elbow right there.
Stanley starts yelling at him. Then JaVale start yelling back.
That's a double technical, right?
Bruh.
I think
full elbow to the chin.
Elbow to the chin, but JaVale retaliates. Neither of those are basketball plays. Just give it a double technical and move on.
Yeah. Ugh.
We don't need any of this right now.
I know, baby girl.
Where's the TV?
TV's over there.
Hello? No.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get that. I don't know, man. But it's just, I just don't understand that. But hey, teach their own. Go on, be dumb. Who cares? Guys are dog shit anyway. I'll do disrespect, of course. Like,
nah, he went to University of Arizona. You can say that. We're Arizona State fans here. We don't like anything. You can say that. Which is where DeAndre Ayton went, by the way. So yeah, I'm a little biased. I have a little shade towards DA. That's why I'm tough on him. I didn't like rooting for Channing Frye back in the day, but I did it. Then he burned us, and now he's on like ESPN, whatever takes TV show, and he slanders the Suns almost any chance he gets. So see?
It's crazy. I asked my daughter for a kiss. She says no and ran away. It's crazy.
These kids, man, they don't listen.
Never, ever. Now, like, my son is starting to learn, so now he says no, and I'm like, bro, you could barely walk. What you mean no to me? Like, what?
What do you mean no?
Yeah, it looks like a double technical.
Yeah, my little girl, she's starting to say words more clearly now. But she runs away regardless. Like, like whatever the response is, she just runs.
Like my fiance's putting her down to, like, take a little bit. She goes, say bye to daddy, and she goes, okay, bye. And I'm like, can I get a kiss? She goes, no, and runs away. And I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, I know I'm ugly or whatever, but you look at your mom, so you don't got to get mad at me. Like,
if anything, be mad at dad for the decisions that he made.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, free pride. Goddamn, bro.
Free pride.
Man, meanwhile, none of that was even necessary in this game. You don't got to be throwing an elbow, but you do have to retaliate to the point. I also don't want JaVale to get like an extra technical or anything and get tossed for a game at this point, considering we've been so down on these injuries. But hopefully this Wednesday, JJ will mark the 4-week mark when Chris Paul got hurt.
Oh, we're almost done.
Isn't he out like 4 to 6 weeks, or was that 6 to 8?
It said 6 to 8, but then reports a lot of people were saying 4 to 6.
Yeah,
but like the last couple of days, Chris Paul has been in practice and he's been shooting, and it's going down. He still only has 4 fingers, but it's progressing. So
if it was playoffs, he'd be playing. Pride.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Paul. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because I was about to ask. Like, at this point, because based on what I'm reading, and you guys would know more than me, it's almost as if right now, where they are now with him, it's just a precautionary type of thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
where they're just like, we clinched, we clinched a playoff spot. We're good. Like we can go over for the rest of the year, and at worst, I think it brings them only to like the fifth seed. I think at this point, like they're basically out of the play-in. So I think they're just kind of being tentative with him because
Absolutely.
obviously you want to come back full strength. Let me see. You guys have
This is
like,
best case scenario for him right now. Just the mileage off his legs and stuff. So,
And this is Chris Paul, and it's not like it was a leg injury and he's got to get conditioned or anything like that either. I'm sure he's been doing all that. He's the consummate pro. So we're winning. We have a 7-game lead as of right now. Winning this game, which it will, we'll be at 7.5 games with about 15 games left. We still have to play the Lakers again. We got to play the Kings twice. We play another garbagey team. Our next game is going to be
New Orleans
against the Pelicans on Tuesday, who smacked us last time, though. They did smack us. So this team has been known to not be happy when we play somebody else after they smack us. So
especially now, like New Orleans right now, you're kind of catching them while they're hot. And then after that, you got Houston, then Chicago. Okay, you guys do play. This is something I was curious about. You guys do play Memphis one more time.
Yep. I would suspect
we're not going to show anything.
Yeah, I would suspect we're not going to show anything those games, just like we did last year, the final game against the Lakers with like 12 games to go. We played the Lakers. We lost by 30, and we didn't do a single thing that we normally do in games. We didn't run a single thing. It was all pick and roll and weird defenses where we didn't switch. It was all drop, and they torched us. But now there's a pattern that Monty has, where if there's a top team that we could potentially play, we're not going to show them anything. So I suspect that. Meanwhile, we're up 35, and this game is just can't even do a play-by-play at this point. And I have to go back. 27 free throws to 10, man. They needed all those free throws to even try to make a game out of it. Without those free throws, we're looking at a 40-point game. This team is not good, JJ. This team is not good. Everybody, do I need to pull up the list? I don't need to pull up the list.
Pull up the list. I'm challenging your manhood. No balls.
Let's pull it up. Stand by.
There we go. Got him. He's like, I wanted to pull it up anyway. I just didn't want to be there.
He said, you know what?
Are we talking about the Lakers though?
So at the beginning of I got to remove one column because he has decided to not be a part of it anymore, and we don't need it anymore. At the beginning of the season, prior, we did a prediction of who we think was going to fall where, East and West.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, nice. They're pulling that up.
So yeah, let's pull this up and let's check it out. Sick. So this is the East, what we had.
Well, matter of fact, hold on. I'll play with you guys because believe it or not, I actually did the same thing.
Attaboy.
True story. I actually did the same thing.
Bring it up.
Go ahead, do your thing. I'm about to pull mine up.
Here's where we're at, Jay. You called it. The Heat up top. I thought it would be the Nets, and they're way down. Granted, everything on paper is way different than the way it plays out, but I had Nets, Bucks, Sixers, Bulls, Hawks, Heat, Celtics, Knicks, Hornets, and Pacers with the Wizards and Raptors and all them boys missing out. All of us had the Cavs at 14, 15, and 15. And then Amit tries to come on our podcast and be like, I knew the Cavs were going to be good. No, you didn't, Amit. You picked them to be 15th.
No,
you did not.
I'll be honest. I did think they were going to be gritty. You know what I mean? I thought they were going to be gritty. I thought they were going to be a young team who had some talent, be able to get some, I thought potentially maybe a play-in would have been their best shot. What they've been doing this year, I don't care what anybody says. Not a single soul on God's green earth expected them to be sixth, over 500. I don't care what anybody says. You can lie to me all you want. You can. I just won't believe you because not a single soul.
Especially with Colin Sexton being out, that's why I put him down there. I was just like I don't know how they are without him.
They had Ricky Rubio, and you're like, that's not going to do anything. And Ricky Rubio turned out to be one of the best things to happen to them before the injury.
Literally, before his injury, he literally was the best thing they had.
Go figure. But Jay, you did pick the Heat. Amit picked the Bucks, and I picked the Nets to go to the Western Conference or the Eastern Conference Finals. Down here on the West, I picked the Jazz to be number one because they were just kind of that. They were just that team that could just roll through, play with the same energy night in, night out, and score the ball, but then not have that second level to take it to. So maybe the Jazz have figured out that they need to tone it down and they have another level they can take it to this year. Who knows? I doubt it. But the Amit and Jay both had the Suns up top. There's the Jazz and the Nuggets. I had the Lakers at 3. Jay, you had the Lakers at 4, and look how bad they are now.
That was a goddamn mistake.
I think I might have been the closest. Hold on, because that's my West. Where's my East?
And I did have the Pelicans as the 11th seed. I thought they would make it up. The T-Wolves, though, the T-Wolves were my team to watch. I said that they finished 9th. They're at 7th right now, and I thought they could be scary good. And they started off bad.
Yeah,
but they're really making a run right now.
So you guys had Jazz, Suns, Lakers. I had the Lakers at 5. And I had for the West, I had the Jazz at 1, Warriors 2, 3, I had the Nuggets, 4, I had the Suns, 5, I had the Lakers. By the way, I did that specifically so that way the Suns could knock out the Lakers. 6, I had the Clippers, 7th, Mavs, 8th, I had the Grizzlies. And then on the East, I had the Nets at 1, Bucks at 2. At 3, I had the Sixers. At 4, I had the Bulls. 5, Knicks. 6, Miami. 7th, Hawks. 8th, Celtics. That's how my thing was looking. I had the Jazz at number 1 because I'll be honest, I thought of the West, nobody cares about the number 1 seed at all. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you guys were like 6th, you wouldn't care. As long as you're not in the play-in. I feel like it, and that's how most teams were. Like, again, the Grizzlies, I don't think they really care about that number 1 seed. Like, if they can get it, great. But I just think the Jazz was like, oh, yeah, we need the number 1 seed to prove that we're not flukes. And it's like, unfortunately, that's what you are. So that's kind of why I thought the Jazz would get the number 1 seed. I had Grizzlies at 8 because I like the direction they were going. This explosion, I did not see coming at all. Absolutely I did not see this explosion. So I did have them.
Like no one saw them making
right. So I did have them in the playoffs, but this like, hey yo, we're here. Did not see coming at all. I had the Lakers at 5th. I've been notorious saying this back when it was unpopular to say. I said the Lakers would get bounced in the first round. And I was saying this basically. Welcome, Sonia. Welcome.
Shout out, Sonia. I've seen you on the Suns Jam as well. I will be over on Suns Jam tonight after the game as well, too. So you'll check me out over there.
Suns Jam too? Oh,
yep,
shit.
Sonia. Thanks for coming by. Yep. Whooping on the Fakers is sweet. So Sonia, you're a Phoenix fan. Doesn't a Lakers game, even a game like this, mean just a little bit more as a Suns fan? Like, Lakers won't really care. Yeah, the NBA media. It's just beating the Lakers, right, Sonia? There's just something sweet about it. It doesn't taste as good against the Clippers, but against the Lakers.
And pride for you, I'm guessing it's the Lakers and Bulls, huh?
For what?
Lakers and Knicks, right? It's the Knicks that you hit.
So here's how it is for me. For me, obviously, it's the Knicks because, F New York. We don't like them, The Bulls, obviously, but for Bulls, it's a different reason. I believe LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time, right? So, like, when the Bulls lose, I go, ha, that's MJ's franchise. What a bum. So, like, that's kind of like, that's my thought process on it. So,
I got to start doing that.
So it's like, if they lose, it's like, see, LeBron would never let the Cavs lose like that. Meanwhile, when he was gone, they were lottery teams, but we're not talking about that. But then for me, it's also now the 76ers because that's kind of the rivalry that they want. They can't handle the smoke. You feel me? We smoking on that Sixers pack. Like, that's just what we do, right? But it is funny because, every time Joel Embiid, for every time he waves by, that's 2 games they lose against us. So I think that's funny. Now, in the Western Conference, it was the Lakers. Now that LeBron James is there, I forced myself to kind of cool off on that a little bit. Once LeBron leaves, it's FLA to the day I die. Golden State, because I hate them with a passion. I really do. KD, karma got you. And I was telling people, look, bro, y'all mad at KD now. Karma gonna hit him, and karma gonna hit him sweet. And I don't mean about the injury. I don't mean about the injury. He went to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn been toilet bowl since, bro. Been toilet bowl since. So you feel me? They ended up losing against the Bucks.
If the Nets don't win in the
That's
next
karma.
3 years, this is by far the biggest flop I've ever seen.
Because they had a playoff team, a near playoff team, with Carl Levert and everybody else that was, doing things that one off year in the bubble. They were actually good and fun to watch. And then they're like, no, we're going to get KD. Let's get rid of everybody else that matters. And now look at it.
Right. So that's
Joe Harris being out also hurts, but Joe Harris is a good role player. He's not going to blow it off. I mean, I think he would have gotten an extra win or two, obviously, but that's about it.
I'm gonna put it to you this way. And I say this literally with all due disrespect. If you can rely on Joe Harris to get you a couple extra wins, do better. That's the equivalent of me going, hey, yo, Peyton, you gotta go get us some wins. We got to do better. And we did. I'm gonna tell you right now, you know who the top 3 players in the NBA are? Number 1, Jason Tatum. 2, Jaylen Brown. 3, Derek White. Don't at me right now, boy. Don't at me.
Through Derek White.
And by the way, just to preface my comments, I'm a Celtics fan, and that was a very extremely biased comment that I do not believe myself. So let me just throw that out there before Evan just F this kid. Let's get him out of here.
Nah,
The rest are still
that's not my style. I'll just hit you with one of these. Rejected.
I love that, by the way. I love that. With your permission, am I allowed to incorporate that? Can I steal that?
As long as you give the He's on Fire podcast full.
I am going
throw a
every
logo at the
time I
bottom.
do it. I'm gonna say courtesy of He's on Fire podcast, and then I'm gonna have your Twitter on the bottom.
Boom shakalaka. We all about it.
God, I love it. Oh my!
We all about it. I only got 4 of those buttons, JJ. For the playoffs, I'm gonna have to break out a handful more and get something different.
We need a round of applause. We need I'm not trying to Suns jam this shit, but
I need one of those, like a boo.
Yeah, there's a few of those. There's a lot of buttons and stuff that we can choose from. I'll get a handful more. We'll pull them together.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're just watching. Honestly, this was a boring game from the start. Just the way that the Celtics came out, or Celtics, excuse me, you got Celtics on the mind. Just the way the Lakers came out and just didn't want to do anything. They didn't want to play defense. They didn't want to run anything. Just like we've seen every single game. And Lakers fans had the balls to say when AD comes back, we're running the table.
And it's funny because I told people it's not gonna work. Lakers gonna get bounced in the first round. I was horrible. I was a bad person. I was Hitler reincarnated. I was Vladimir Putin before it was popular to hate him. I was screaming like I was just ridiculous. How quickly we forget was everybody's catchphrase when it came to me. And I was like, look, I understand on paper it's cute, but understand something. This ain't 2012 no more. You're not getting 2012 Melo. You're not getting 2015, 2014 Russ. You're not getting those guys.
Dwight. Yeah.
Come on,
Brian,
bro.
we said this on the pod when the trade happened. We're
we're
looking at it. We're looking at it, and we're like, how would this work? And I have a coworker that I work with. I do pest control, so he's in the truck with me.
Mhm.
And he's an old head. He's from LA. He's like, dude, we got Melo, we got Russ. I'm like, dude, chill. I'm like,
yeah,
this isn't gonna go how you want it to. I'm telling you.
It was funny because I was on an old show, and when it happened, the 2 guys I was doing it were like, oh yeah, they're sweeping the West. And I'm like, homie, they're going to be able to sweep their own house, bro, because they're going to be on so much pain medication that they can't do nothing, bro. They're going to be drugged up. What are you talking about? I was like, this team's going to get bounced in the first round. And they were like, how quickly we forget. And I'm like, how quickly you are not to learn and educate yourself. Because, yeah, I understand Russ won an MVP. It's been 5-6 years since. And I'm like, come on now. The closest he's been to a championship was Houston, and he got butt hurt because not only was he bad, but he wasn't getting his touches. And as soon as you strip away the triple doubles, you now see Russell Westbrook for what he is. Let's be fair here. And they were like, oh yeah, have you seen his record with triple doubles? And I'm like, yeah, I've seen it. Have you seen his record without him? Come on now, relax. I understand that they get wins, with the whole triple double thing. I get that. But without him, he's horrible. Defensively, he's horrible. offensively, rebound,
Ahmed.
IQ. He's
What's up,
horrible.
guys?
So it's like it's just so weird. Like I've always said this, and I always gotten killed for it. Russ is not an elite player. He's a mid player who stumbled into a team that desperately had to build around him because they had nobody else. Like, let's be honest here. If you, I'm putting it to you this way: you take Russ out and you put KD in there, they're making 2 finals and winning 1. At me.
Ooh.
At me.
You are not wrong. You're not wrong with everything you said. I completely
Prideful
agree,
face.
which is why I don't understand the love affair with Russell Westbrook.
And the thing is like you're not allowed to criticize him. Like, think about it. His usage percentage is what, some of the lowest in his career. How many about his turnovers? How many about his turnovers?
Dude has like 10 a game.
Like,
He had 4. He played 29 minutes, 13 points, 4 turnovers. Meanwhile,
I can't hear
Devin
Evan.
Booker played 32 minutes, had 32 points and 10 assists. Can you
meanwhile,
hear me, Amit?
And meanwhile,
No, he doesn't hear
Devin
you.
Booker not a superstar. What are we doing?
Guys, this Lakers team is probably the worst defensive team I've ever seen.
They
Like,
play
I don't.
zero defense.
I mean,
you
it's
hear me?
like, yeah, I can hear you perfectly. I was just saying this is the worst defensive team I've ever seen. This Laker team.
And
Like-
it's not close, is it?
No, I mean, there's no effort, there's no execution, there's no communication. Like, the Suns could get anything they wanted anytime. The only reason that they didn't score every single time is they missed shots, but they were getting every shot they wanted. I mean, it was crazy.
I mean,
And
we don't need to talk too much on this, Amit. This is just this is a ridiculous game. I'm gonna hang out here for about 10 more minutes after the game. You're gonna catch me on a Suns Jam session. Gonna kick it with those boys just for a minute while John still has his thing going on. So we got about another 15-ish minutes to talk here. But you know what? Forget the Suns and Lakers. This game is over. Suns are now going to be working on trying to win against the Pelicans, who blew them out last time. That's going to be on Tuesday. What's that?
I think that's a loss.
It might be.
Only because I think right now where the Pelicans are, I think they're hot. I think, no pun intended, they're on fire. No pun intended. And I just think, I don't know, after this,
He's on fire.
Anybody says it, I got to hit it.
I love it so much. I'm really gonna start taking that because that's hilarious to me. But I think with all that, I think the Pelicans are gonna come out with some intensity. And the reason why I think that is, I think the rest of this year, I think it's an audition.
Sure.
I think it's their way of keeping Zion. If they can make the play-in, and heck, maybe even in the play-in, all of a sudden end up with the 8th or even the 7th seed.
Zion's being traded for Julius Randle to New York. I'm telling you.
That's a possibility. But if they want to keep Zion,
and RJ?
I think this is what this is. This is like their way of enticing them to come back and say, hey, look, kid, I understand we've done dirty, but look at the success we're having. We now you have Brandon Ingram, who you've played before. Now we got another scorer in CJ McCollum. Imagine if we put you in here. Imagine we somehow got in the play-in without you. Now imagine what we could do with you. So I think the rest of this year, I think they're all going to be balling out just to try to get him back, because if you lose Zion, I don't know, man. I don't know where this organization goes from there. Well, let's be honest, even with Zion, who knows where they're going?
I don't know if I don't know if Julius Randle is the right guy for that. I would get it, but I don't know if having him and Ingram and Valanciunas together is really going to be what it's worth. But Brad, I got to stop you there. We're going to stop talking about this because Amit shows up. He cannot join us on Wednesdays anymore, which is a big bummer. But we just signed Zach Ertz for the Arizona Cardinals to a 3-year deal. Give me your just rapid reaction when you saw that news.
I think it's fantastic. I can't believe that's the first signing. Like, I'm just kind of thinking, okay, you saw, Chandler Jones made some comments about he just wants to be where he can excel. And it's like, okay, that's questionable comment. No deals for Connor. So I'm just, it's good. It's good, but we got to start moving faster than this because, there's not a lot of wide receivers out there. that that are in the price range that we're looking for, unless we're re-signing the ones we have.
I think Jarvis Landry is now a big target, by the way, because
Yeah.
he's going to be at the 12 to 15 million range, which is where they want to be. They don't want to be paying 20 mil.
Yeah, which is why I'm like fine with the Amari Cooper one, because I'm like, that's a lot of money for a number 2 receiver who thinks he's a number 1.
By the way, he's not a number 1. I just want to throw that out there. He's a glorified number 2 who had to be a number 1 just because he's in Dallas. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
No, that's exactly my point. You did the same thing. I mean,
I like
so I don't want to pay $20 million for that. I mean, they didn't have to give up much for it, but it's good. Yeah, that's so. Let's see what happens over the next couple of days. We know how Keim works. He likes to grind it to the end and then get some veterans on some minimum prove-it deals. But I think there's a lot of time in between that period and this period where we got to sign some of the guys that we need to bring back. So if you can get Connor back on a good deal, let's do it. Find that number 2. If we're not bringing back Kirk, then we need to find somebody to replace him right now, ASAP.
I completely agree. Final score 140 to 111. Devin Booker.
Did it. We got the 140.
Yep. Devin Booker, team high, 30 points. DeAndre Ayton, 23 and 16. Mikal Bridges with 18. Aaron Holiday with 12. JaVale McGee with 10. Torrey Craig with 11 and 8. And then Jay Crowder with 11 points. Campaign goes in with 9. Didn't have to do too much. Only 9 turnovers for the team. 31 free throws for the Lakers. 14 for the Suns. And notice how 25 of those came in the first half when they were trying to keep it close. And they're like, all right, this is a blowout. Let's not do this anymore. We won the rebound battle, 51-37, which is like the most important stat for the Phoenix Suns, because if we give up offensive rebounds, that is our Achilles heel, and we only gave up 7 of them for the night. Amit, tomorrow, Cardinals. Everybody's watching that 9 a.m. Valley time for you guys on the Pacific. That's when the tinkering starts. That's when everything is going down. Is there anything you're specifically watching for? I've got about 7 minutes here before I need to jump off real quick. Now 6 minutes. So give me your quick thoughts, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got to re-sign some of our veterans, guys that were contributors last year. I'm interested to see how this whole Chandler Jones thing plays out. I feel like he's going to be ending up on a prove-it deal somewhere. Like I don't think anyone's going to pay him $10 million a year at his age, considering he doesn't produce consistently, right? So, yeah, I mean, let's see. Like Hassan Reddick, I'm interested in bringing him back.
I want Reddick.
Yes,
but he's in that same kind of not as consistent. His consistency is one of his problems. I know he had a Pro Bowl year this year, but when he was with the Cardinals, he had 3 weeks where he had 9 sacks, and then he had 11 sacks for the whole season. So it's but if I had a choice between Chandler Jones or Hassan Reddick at 10 million, I'm taking Reddick because he's younger.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. I agree. I really do. And not to Chandler, because again, phenomenal, but the money you're asking, bro, this is something they would have paid you probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe even 3 years ago. Sure.
Someone's going to pay him 18 a year.
That's a great point.
Don't get it twisted. Someone's going to pay him. Of course, let's not get it twisted. Because if Dak can get paid what he got paid, Chandler Jones is going to get his money. Let's not get it twisted. Unfortunately, he's going to find himself in the middle of the pack, or maybe even a dumpster fire team that, if they make the playoffs, is one and done. That's where he's going to go. If that's what he cares about, hey, hats off to you. But,
yeah,
we all know what the best organization in the NFL is. The New England Patriots, at your boy.
There's a lot of Patriots.
He was doing so good.
Oh, God. I liked you for a second. Then you just have to say things. No. Here's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see them bringing in an inside linebacker. I don't want to see that. They need to upgrade the defensive line. That somebody has to come in, and I'm looking at Calais Campbell, you guys. If we make one signing, I'm looking at Calais Campbell returning.
Yeah, but at this point, I was talking to a Ravens fan about this today, actually, and they were like, he was injured all season. He's just not consistent anymore with his health, and that's really it impacts his performance. So unless you can get, if you can get him here on a minimum deal where he's not you're bringing him for depth rather than to start, then I don't know if you'd want to do that, then you have to see. But you know, I love it if he comes back with a specific role, not just coming in just to, you know, be a starter or something.
Come on, Ricky.
And then defensive back. I got just about 3 minutes here. A defensive back I want to see. I would love nothing more than J.C. Jackson. I don't think that's going to happen just because of the price that it's going to be. But if they were somehow to work it and get a J.C. Jackson, I would be all over that. I think Jarvis Landry is a legitimate target right now for the Arizona Cardinals. As far as other wide receivers, I honestly think we should go round one skill position. Round one, give me a skill position guy. I don't want to take a guard that's something during championship years and you got J.J. Watt and D-Hop and whatnot and have a guard that you have to develop. I want speed and somebody on the outside that can do some things. I mean, how many times have we seen a wide receiver at the end of the first round and into the second round do some things? And I'm not talking like Justin Jefferson. I'm talking at least 700, 800, and even 900-yard receiving yards for your rookie year with 4 or 5 touchdowns. I want to go skill position in the draft. I don't know if we're really going to see a wide receiver that we're going to sign. DJ Chark would be one that I've been harping on a little bit. I'd love DJ Chark at $5 to $7 million a year. I think that would be a great over-the-top threat for Kyler Murray. But, you know, Max Williams, right, Amit? Max Williams, James Conner, let Chase Edmonds walk. See what other guys that you can get for running back. I mean, the Rams won the Super Bowl with, as Pride says, dog water in the backfield. They were still able to win. So I'm less worried about running back nowadays than we were, 10 years ago. Amit, any more quick comments before we jump out of here real quick?
No, man. I mean, you know, it's going to be exciting. Let's see what happens. And for the Suns, I mean, I think Anthony Davis should just keep his mouth shut forever. Don't ever say anything about the Suns team. Don't talk what ifs, man. You're washed. Your team is washed. Your organization. Boom shakalaka. Just shut up.
Yeah. Completely agree. He's on Fire podcast. Everybody rate, review, subscribe. Please share this out to everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in on one of our only live watch sessions. We'll have a couple more, hopefully in the playoffs or something like that. Draft is coming up. Free agency is going to kind of start tomorrow. I am going to do my best to hop on whenever something breaking happens. I'll definitely be doing something the next 2 nights right when I get off of work. So if something breaks at noon, I won't be able to do it, unfortunately. Maybe do just like a spaces during lunch hour or something like that. That would be a lot of fun. Just jump on real quick. But this has been great. I'm hopping over to Suns Jam Session. Go ahead and catch us over there. Please subscribe to this podcast. You guys, the YouTube channel has all of a sudden blown up when I took out all my feelings on Aiton's World, who is now suspended, which is really funny, by the way. But we have just skyrocketed from like 120 subs, and now we're at 167. So something's happening in the algorithms. We appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing if you are fans of the podcast, and donate over our Anchor channel if you so feel to. We will be back Wednesday night. Free agency in the NFL. The Suns play the Pelicans Tuesday. We play the Rockets Wednesday night. We're going to have a post-game pod. He's on Fire podcast. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Go Suns.
Urkavici sets, looks up, and it is caught. Strong.